Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. Listen, we are underway already with the Los Angeles Lakers game. You know we like to do pre-games, but we couldn't get it to you tonight. Expect a lengthy post-game report. You know how we politic. D'Angelo Russell and the Los Angeles Lakers got their foot all up in the New Orleans Pelicans backside right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about everything. I'm down to the kneecap. That's what's going on right now. D'Angelo, Anthony Davis, they done opened up a can of whoop ass all over them. New Orleans, I don't know what's going on. I heard Brandon Ingram was playing. I guess Brandon Ingram he's a little late to the party this evening. You know, this is going to be a good game. The New Orleans Pelicans will make a run. I mean, man, my oh my, have the tables turned on the New Orleans Pelicans. This team could not have flipped itself on such a 180. I mean, all jokes aside, man, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. If you're a Pelicans fan, I would be ashamed of myself. You know, you're 10th in the Western Conference right now. Injuries have ran rampant throughout the years. We're in the middle of a commercial break too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like I stated, the Pelicans went from playing with the number 1 seed to damn near not even in the picture. Ladies and gentlemen, they tied with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're tied with the Los Angeles Lakers. Tonight's matchup is very pivotal for playoff supremacy, especially for the Los Angeles Lakers with aspirations of really climbing up them standings. They are not a team that's going to be satisfied of all the other stuff. It's an AO Flight. I'm here. You already know we're going to get to some WrestleMania. Shout out Isaiah Curry. Expect WrestleMania content coming your way live from SoFi Stadium. I got my eyes and antennas all over that. It's Flight Sports. You already know. Listen, back to what I was discussing, man. The Pelicans, like I stated, they just completely violating. And Isaiah, if you know what's going on, you see a lot of wrestling references going on here at Flight Sports, so you kind of already know. But like I said, they are completely dog walking them right now. Do the Pelicans stand a chance? Brandon Ingram, I mean, damn. It seemed like Zion Williamson is healthy one week. Next week, Brandon Ingram is hurt. It's like they traded. You know, it's like they playing musical chairs with injuries. I've never seen this before in all my days of watching basketball. These two guys have not played with each other much at all. You know, I'm telling you, the Pelicans are far, far away from any kind of dominance out west, especially with this basketball team, despite having all the talent that you see. They have not played with each other. You have to acknowledge this. This has to be acknowledged, y'all. I know it's not a popular opinion and people don't want to say it, but it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. They got to get it together in some capacity. Anthony Davis, he's holding down the fort without LeBron James. Give him major credit. He deserves it. You know, we ridicule AD so much. When are we going to praise him? You know, I mean, that's all I'm saying. I want to give Anthony Davis a little bit of limelight today. You know, he's doing this thing. Give him credit. Now, can he sustain this? Now, it's been crazy to see him do it, because when I see LeBron went out, I'm like, okay, it's all she wrote. But clearly you see them showing now it's not. It's not over. And here we go. So let's get to some basketball. We back from commercial break. Finally, the Pelicans with Mr. B.I. has put them on the board. Give them major credit. I'm very ecstatic for the New Orleans Pelicans under Brandon Ingram. They're well coached under Willie Green. Willie Green just got snake bit by some injuries. This season, they was all in on Zion Williamson. We gotta hold it all out there. Last year was the triumph year. I still believe that the Pelicans will fight to get into the play-in, and that's off of Willie Green. You know, I do believe he's going to fight, scratch, and claw their way to at least a play-in berth. And Zion Williamson, if he's not available, they won't. I don't think they're going to make it. But they will be a tough out for whoever. But the Lakers, man, that's really the story here. They have made a move. They traded Russell Westbrook, and they surging. D'Lo has been everything for him. You got Jared Vanderbilt out there right now on the floor. You got D'Lo right now being guarded by Herb Jones. Everybody know what's up with Herb. Not on Herb. AD, he's about to go up on Valanciunas. AD all the way to the bucket, and he bangs it. 16-3. The Lakers are putting it on him, I'm telling you. It's 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. C.J. McCollum crossing half court to Valanciunas. We just getting started, y'all. I apologize for the pregame show. Herb Jones for 3. He bricked it. Rebounded by Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is shaking the bag. He shoots a 3 of his own, and he is way off. Brandon Ingram must not have his legs just yet. D'Lo, he's got it, and he's being checked by Herb Jones. Herb, he's getting a screen from AD. You got D'Lo with a free throw line jumper, and he missed it. Rebounded by Valanciunas to C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum bringing it up, met by Brown Jr. He's double-teamed by Vanderbilt. He's breaking out of the double team. He's surveying the floor. He gives it to Brandon Ingram, and he's doubled. And he gives it to Valanciunas. He's about to take it over AD. I don't think he liked the way AD been doing him. Come on, Val. Yes, Valanciunas did it to him. You know, with the Hakeem Olajuwon, style hook shot. It was crazy. Paying major homage. Valanciunas doing this thing. Let's not act like Valanciunas not a serviceable big man in this league. A lot of teams would like a center like Mr. Valanciunas. We can't act like he just garbage because that's not the case. That's not the case. Anthony Davis, balling, big bucket, big dunk. I love what I'm seeing from AD. AD is the truth with a major replay, 16-5. Last 2 games, AD only put up 12 points, but shooting 48% from the field, 12.5 rebounds. Listen, AD is going back to that all-star that everybody remembered back in New Orleans when they originally acquired Anthony Davis. I feel like what AD has done, we're coming over to the Lakers, we're playing with a guy like LeBron, where his greatness, yes, LeBron is great, it gives him an opportunity to fall back. And playing with LeBron, which is basically like you hear him say, like a big brother. He basically being too much of a little brother when he's around LeBron. He need to be somewhat of an equal, especially in LeBron's advanced age. Not to say that he's, he on the way out, but I mean, he's got more days past him than he has in front of him. So we got to point that out too. So it's time for AD to take that mantle. It's 18-5. Murphy Jr. hits a 3, so he's got him. He's cut the lead to 10. The game is not over. The Pelicans do have shooters that can get them in the game. Give them credit. Now, Anthony Davis is controlling it with a high usage. I mean, with that rock. They feeding him. They don't turn it over. You got Beasley. He's going all the way to the cup. He kicks it out to D'Lo. D'Lo kicked it to Brown Jr. for 3, and he missed it. Rebounded by Brandon Ingram. Let's see if the Pelicans can make a run. Oh, don't turn it over, Beyond. C.J. McCollum to the cup, and he missed him. Damn, Anthony Davis' presence alone altered that shot. So AD is out here playing defense as well. AD didn't even block it. His presence alone at the rim made this dude C.J. McCollum throw up some garbage. We got to point that out. This flight is soaring tonight. Flight, my brother, you're doing. Yeah, shout out King C. You already know. I'm a little late to the game tonight. I came in like a minute into the first quarter, but it's 18-5. We got an amazing night of basketball tonight. So many great games, starting with this one. C.J. McCollum in and out for 3, rebounded by AD. AD bringing it up. He gives it to D'Lo. D'Lo shaking and baking. D'Lo to Beasley. Beasley for 3. Money. Let's go, Malik Beasley. 21-8 is the first quarter, y'all. Let's go. We got B.I. Damn, B.I. turnovers is killing the Pelicans. It's almost like the Lakers going into another gear right now, And you got AD just like a man-child. Like, he getting all the rebounds. He contesting all the shots. I mean, damn, he just a difference maker out there right now. We got to point that out. A lot of people want to crucify Anthony Davis. Now we got to praise Anthony Davis. I'm going to be the guy to praise him. I'm not going to continue this garbage and buffoonery and, just continue to ridicule this man. This man, Anthony Davis, deserves praise. Listen, when we want to crucify him when he's trash, let's praise him now. He's turned back the clock. He's playing at all-star level right now. and they feeding him too. AD is eating, and he scores it again. 23-8. Yo, let me tell you something. Anthony Davis better not crawl up into his little cocoon when LeBron come back, though. This dude is 5 of 5 from the field. This dude is electric. There's no way the Pelicans can compete if he continues this dominance. Brandon Ingram is like he can't do nothing. Herb Jones, let's go. Herb keeping them in the game. Herb then hit another 3. If it wasn't for Herb, they'd be finished. Herb Jones is the reason why they're continuing to stick around in this. It's 23-11. Let's go. Austin Reeves shaking and baking. Austin Reeves doing this thing. Austin Reeves kicks it to Beasley. You got a screen coming with AD. Beasley penetrating the Reeves. Reeves top of the key 3. And it is online and he breaks it. Oh, man. Brandon Ingram playing like a chump. You have Vanderbilt came from behind them. They're the more desperate team right now. At least they caught a break right there with a turnover. Murphy with another 3. He the only one hot. He missed it. Murphy the only one going, so you got to feed the hot hand. Shout out to Austin Reeves getting Austin Reeves shaking and baking. He turned it over. He was a little out of his element. McCollum for 3, walk into it. He couldn't do it. Rebounded by Reeves. I mean, that was a big time steal by Vanderbilt. You know, it took a lot of rhythm. I mean, it was flowing. They're shaking and baking. Reeves looking for that 3. You know him. Brown Jr., corner 3, and he wets it. Man, the Lakers got their foot on him right now. It's 26-11. See, to be honest with you, for the people that's just tuning in, the Los Angeles Lakers completely slapped, you know, the New Orleans Pelicans upside the head, you know, with baby powder, and they haven't been able to recover. They've been staggering ever since. Larry Nance Jr. with a mid-range, and he could not convert. Rebounded by who? Anthony Davis. Oh, Anthony Davis hitting him with the moves, but he turned it over. He thought he was Kyrie Irving when he brought it up the floor. But they get him right back. The Pelicans are so foolish. They turn the ball over themselves. Then they give it to Reeves. Reeves taking it to the baseline, to Brown Jr., to Beasley. Beasley top of the key 3. He missed it. The Lakers going for that 3 ball. But do you blame them? I mean, seriously, the Lakers completely upgraded their talent pool. Prior to the Lakers having Russell Westbrook, they wasn't a good 3-point shooting team. They wasn't a young team. They've gotten younger. They've increased that 3-point shooting. Look who they got out there. This dude, Beasley with another 3. Man, 29-11. So they definitely got a team positioned for the postseason. When you got Beasley, D'Lo, Reeves. I mean, now they got the snipers. You remember what they was talking in the beginning of the season? We have no shooters. We have no this. We have no this. We have no that. There's always something. Now they got some of what they was looking for. The Pelicans called a quick timeout. You got Beasley talking crap to the crowd. All this is going on. When Anthony Davis have him a seat, that's when the Pelicans have to start their surge. Otherwise, it's going to be all she wrote. Shout out Malaya. Shout out Anthony Alvarado, King C, all y'all in the building. Rap Guy Reloaded. He says, getting blown out by LeBron-less Lakers is ludicrous. I'm with you. I'm with you with that. It is wild. The Pelicans will fight in this game. Shout out Basil. This game is far from over. Listen, every team make runs. You remember yesterday, the Suns was getting stepped on, you know, and then what happened? Out of nowhere, they just charged back in it. The NBA basketball is a game of runs. You know, the Pelicans will make a run at home. Let's not act like the Lakers don't make mistakes. You know, let's not act like that now. Let's not act like everything is on cruise control and Laker fans could kick their feet up, you know, and with a nice drink in their hand. It's not that simple. You know, they will make a mistake and the Pelicans will surge back in this and cut it. I don't know if they're going to win it, but they should get this lead. They should cut into this lead. I firmly believe that for Mr. Anthony Davis. Give credit to AD, now that we're speaking on him. My man is averaging 25 points per game this season, shooting 56% from the field, 26% from 3. Also 12 rebounds. That ain't nothing to scoff at. This dude is down there averaging 30 and 12. And his numbers are going up and up and up. And I love what I'm seeing from the Kentucky product, especially headed into the postseason. Because when you look at the play-in dynamic of the teams that they possibly could be facing, it could get ridiculous out there. It could get a little tricky, in my humble opinion. Obviously, you could go against the New Orleans Pelicans, who I think you would lay the smack down on. I think Dallas, I think the Minnesota, that's when it get dicey. But these other teams, the Lakers could definitely beat the Thunders of the world, the Pelicans, the Jazz, and you slowly see them creeping out the picture. When you look at Portland, they looking like they're done. You know, they're not going to make it. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. You see what's going on with Damian Lillard talking about he don't like the direction. I know he don't. Sitting there on the 13th seed out west, outside the playoff picture with a playing scenario. With the NBA made it a little bit easier for teams to get in. I know he ain't happy. Shit, he can't be. But shout out to everybody. It's definitely going to be a great game. We're coming back from commercial break. The score is 29-11. The Los Angeles Lakers are putting the hurting on the Pelicans right now. Let's see what happens. Shout out Anaheim 69. Is Brook Lopez playing tonight? We're gonna find out. We're gonna keep our eyes on the Brook Lopez situation. There's a lot going on. That Phoenix game should be pretty cool. We got a 3-ball right now by CJ McCollum. He wets it. It's 29-14. So the Pelicans are still fighting. Do not rule the Pelicans out. The New Orleans Pelicans are still a formidable team with some veterans and decent players out there. So don't rule them out. They're giving B.I. rest. Najee Marshall is in the game. AD finally missed. Marshall with a rebound. Marshall gives it to CJ. Don't sleep on CJ, y'all. They got Hachimura on CJ. They got to slow this down. Herb Jones all the way to the paint and one. Let's go. You got to go all the way to the paint. I'm rooting for the Pelicans now because they're underdog, and I don't want a blowout. Who the hell likes blowouts? I like to see a game. You got 29-16 with Herb Jones going to the line, so they're clearly cutting into it. The Pelicans could easily be down 25 right now. You got 2 minutes left in the first quarter. This is where you cut into it. 2:40 to go. You try to cut into this lead for dear life. This is how you play the game of NBA basketball and cut into leads. You might not be able to get it all in one shot, especially if you're a young team. You try to cut into it, let's go under 10 points at the end of the first quarter. I think that's successful, the way that the Los Angeles Lakers came out fighting tonight. Great game, 29-17, Lakers. We got Dennis Schroeder with the rock right now. You had a screen coming with Gabriel. He didn't take it. Schroeder shaking and bait. He traveled. Come on, Raph. He give it to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves calling out a play. Austin Reeves for 3. This dude be money, cash, and he made it. Swish. Austin Reeves, 32-17. The Lakers. Austin Reeves got swagger, y'all. Don't sleep on this kid. Do not sleep on this kid, Austin Reeves. If you sleeping on Austin Reeves, I feel sorry for you. It's wild. It says Flight got his Pelicans hat on. Hey, man, I definitely rock with. Shout out to the Pelicans, man. I messed with the Pelicans back in the day. I had that Pelicans hat when Lonzo was there. So you know what it was. Dennis Schroeder, he couldn't convert it. You got a tip out to CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum all the way to the paint, and he converts it. 32-22. Lakers. We got a minute 30 to go in the first. The Pelicans on an 11-3 scoring run, and this is how you get in the game. 32-22. Austin Reeves turns it over. He got to hold on to the basketball. You must hold on to the basketball. We just started up the stream about less than a half hour ago. Less than 20 minutes ago. We didn't get a chance to get into our pregame show that I like to do. I was running a little behind, so we ended up starting the game literally like a minute into the first quarter. So I firmly apologize for that. It's going to be a great game nonetheless. The Pelicans are coming back, and Austin Reeves just missed the first free throw. These are all the dynamics and recipes that you don't need. You don't need. We got a great game. AD versus Brandon Ingram. Zion is in the building, too. I see Zion high-fiving his teammates. Give him credit. Austin Reeves, big buckets. 33-22, Lakers. 126 to go in the first. We got Larry Nance. Don't turn it over. CJ for 3. Oh, man, that was a bad break. Austin Reeves is in control. He gives it to Dennis Schroeder. Back to Austin Reeves. Wide. Oh, he almost was wide open. He give it to, oh, my goodness. The Lakers just keep hitting threes. It's 36-22. The Lakers keep hitting threes. How are they going to stick around if all the Lakers do is hit threes? They can't defend the three-point line. And that's the Pelicans. Larry Nance got a good tip in 36-24. The biggest problem for the Lakers, for the Pelicans, is they can't defend their shooters. And their shooters is complete. They looking for these threes. They're not even looking to get into the paint. Hachimura, he missed the layup. They got a break right there. Najee Marshall to CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum kicks it. They're moving the ball. Murphy for 3. Oh, he missed it. Murphy just chucked it. He didn't even look like he looked at the rim. This dude, D'Angelo Russell, is balling. And he becoming a Laker favorite again. Remember, the Lakers drafted this dude. Oh, D'Lo for 3. Oh, my goodness. D'Lo is feeling it. 39-24. Yeah, that's back-to-back threes, man. The Lakers killing them right now. The sad part is the Pelicans was making a little run. They showed a little sign of life. And for them to just shut the door on them like that, that's sad. 39-24. 10 minutes to go in the first, 10 seconds to go. CJ McCollum and Larry Nance, screen and roll coming. McCollum on Gabriel. He getting a double team. He gives it to Richardson. Richardson for three. And he missed it. Damn, they can't catch a break, y'all. 39-24. The Pelicans look defeated already. You got guys walking off the floor defeated. They can't have that. First things first, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell. Anthony Davis set the tone in the first seconds of that game, and which really pushed it out early. So it was almost like nothing that guys were going to be able to do when you got the Pelicans coming out just ready, so aggressive. I mean, they were very aggressive tonight. If you the Lakers, they were too aggressive, and I think it threw the Lakers off. And when you minus LeBron James, you start to think you got a cakewalk, but you really don't have no cakewalk. You know, you got to keep fighting. And if you the Pelicans tonight, clearly you don't really want it, you know, because playoff supremacy is on the line. And if they somehow blow this, they're done. You know, they're going to be done. And you're going to continue to put yourself in a tough situation. The season is winding down. This is your time to secure a spot. Trust me, if Zion was healthy, he would have been back already. I don't think he's coming back this season. People say he could be back for the playoffs. He could be back. I mean, I told you when that injury happened, expect something a little off with that. You know, they misreporting the injury is probably worse than it is. I mean, it's crazy. Zion Williamson, those injuries, man, just completely snake-bitten his career. It's completely unfortunate. We're in the middle of a commercial break. Shout out to the Zen Master, the Black Basketball Channel. Salute the Thunder, King C. Does the Lakers have more chemistry without LeBron, or was it just a case of having no shooters? I mean, that's a tough situation. I don't think that's the case. I think they got shooters. They playing the Pelicans, too. And the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram is nursing, you know, that injury. He's not, I wouldn't say he 100% healthy. He's in and out the lineup for whatever reason. But, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Give credit to the Los Angeles Lakers, man, for continuing to stand pat and hang in there. That's really the best part about the situation. We got to give credit to the Los Angeles Lakers and everything that they're bringing. They clearly won it. Nobody envisioned the Lakers. I mean, people thought it was over. Playoffs, I mean, that was a joke. They fighting to get back in now. LeBron could come in and take it over. Now they can't. LeBron can't sit up there and say they're not stepping up now. AD got some young horses who can run with him, you know, so you don't have to do absolutely everything. You know, you got people that's going to hit the shots for you. D-Lo is aggressive. This dude is a former All-Star. So, you know, at times he feel like he's the best player on the floor. So you need people like that. And he's much more conducive in today's NBA than a guy like Russell Westbrook, who completely, you know, could be an abomination of today's NBA. A top 75 player has gotten worse as he aged. It was just completely crazy. The more and more he got into his prime, the worse he became. You got Austin Reeves with the Rock right now. Oh, gives it to Gabriel. Good pass. Gabriel with an up and under over Murphy. And, man, the Lakers showing all of it. The young guys are balling. Something going on. The Pelicans ain't come to play. You got Reeves and Gabriel with a connection down low. That's not good. It's not good at all. I don't even like the players they got on the floor. Man, that was crazy. Jackson Hayes almost caught a body right there. Jackson Hayes and Richardson is arguing with the officials for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell is going on. Sky says we're going to make a run. Now, the game is definitely not over. Y'all got punched in the face early. I'm telling the people the Pelicans is done. Oh, Gabriel tried to hit him with a sidestep. We got my man Richardson out there. He gives it to Daniels. Murphy back to Richardson. Richardson to the paint. He tried to kick it to Jackson Hayes. He had a near turnover. Richardson on with Austin Reeves. Richardson all the way to the paint, and he scores it off the bank. 26-41. Lakers, 10:50 to go. D'Lo with the rock being picked up by Edwards. Yeah, I believe that's his name, right? No, Daniels, pardon me, not Edwards. You got Jackson Hayes picking up D'Lo is feeling it. D'Lo trying to violate this team, walking into threes and shit with the soft touch. That's the sad part. Yo, he wild aggressive with the soft touch. Watch how D'Lo is shooting his shot. Pause. It's like this dude just, it's so effortless, but he's so aggressive. But when that shot go up, it's like poetry in motion. It's crazy. He got that shot down pat. He got a soft touch. He got let's go. Daniels gives it to Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is surveying it. He gives it to Richardson. Everybody know Richardson from back in the Miami days. Najee Marshall for 3. He couldn't convert. I don't like the team that they have on the floor right now for New Orleans. I don't like the team. I'm not happy with them. Let's go. Rui Hachimura in the paint against Brandon Ingram. Let's see what he's going to do with it. He's shaking and baking on BI. He could not convert. Oh, what happened? Oh, man, they gave Hachimura a foul. Hachimura headed to the line. The Pelicans can't catch a break. If you Brandon Ingram, you got to put this team on your back. I don't know if he can do it, right now, because I'm trying to give him some slack due to the injury issues that he didn't do. But, it is what it is. They need you. You have to perform for your basketball team. We 10 minutes deep into the second quarter. Rui Hachimura at the line, and he scores it, 42-26. The Pelicans right now, they're just fighting for survival. They're just keeping their head above water at this point. That's all you can do. Just keep your head above water before they wipe your ass completely out. So Rui Hachimura right now, the score is 43-26. Big buckets right now coming from the Los Angeles Lakers. I love what I'm saying. We got Brandon Ingram with the rock. He gives it to my man. He could not convert. Najee Marshall could not hit that 3. And then Daniels, he was fouled. They caught a break from Dyson Daniels. Major play from Dyson. Major play. The score is 43-26. We got my man. We got a great team, great game going on right now. People, let me know if the Pelicans are out of this. I'm not ready to close the door shut on New Orleans. Maybe if they was in Los Angeles, yes. Sky says they're going to put the Lakers on the line. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they are living at the line, and y'all can't get no breaks. They're giving the Lakers all the breaks. I'll give you that. 43. It's almost like they want you. Listen, it's business now. LeBron in the playoffs. How many? He been out 2 years straight? Come on, this is ridiculous. The NBA looking at this like, what's going on? You don't think these TV partners? This is big business, Sky. They signing new TV deals, and LeBron ain't there for. Oh man, this dude, they just hitting bombs. They up 20 points, y'all. The Pelicans is down. So this is a doozy. We getting into doozy territory. It's 46-26. The Lakers can't stick around. The Lakers just continue to put their foot in them. Let's go with Marshall. Marshall kicks it to Richardson. Richardson couldn't convert. He missed it. He gives it to Rui. Rui to D'Lo. Schroeder to the puck. He gives it to, oh man, that's OD. Yo, they up 23 points right now in New Orleans. All off threes. Yo, they going on the 3-point shooting spree. That's what's going on right now. Man, I do Malik Beasley, D'Angelo Russell, Reeves. They erupted from the 3-point line, and the Pelicans can't do absolutely nothing about it. They cannot keep their heads above water without getting drowned by this 3-point barrage. And then you got this dude D'Lo having his antics coming down the floor, holding his head like he got some kind of migraine or something. So now they pulling out all the tricks and antics on him. So that's all of the things that they're dealing with. But they'll be all right. They got to figure out some form of fashion on how to get back. But it is what it is at the end of the day. The New Orleans Pelicans, man, they ought to be ashamed of themselves, seriously. They're completely pissing on their situation, but they'll be all right. Shout out to all the Lakers fans around the world. Y'all truly got yourselves a formidable squad. Darvin Ham is looking like something. Yeah, I guess since you in these big cities, like when you in Los Angeles, New York, it seemed like any little dwindle of anything is the end of the world. A team, any little thing happen, oh my God, oh Lord. It's like the Lakers always was in the picture, despite being out of it. It was still a lot of time. Now they just got to sustain it. If they don't make the playoffs this year, that'll be on them. Especially if they get to the play-in. Everything would have went in their favor. Now you got to seize that moment. Basil says game, not even these NBA games are so long. they most definitely need LeBron back if they want a chance to win a play. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs without LeBron. They better get LeBron because they're gonna face a top team. You don't know who it's gonna be, but they're gonna face one of them seeds. I know they want to face the Kings or they want to face Memphis. That's really, if you're the Lakers, that's who you want, and you don't want nothing to do with Denver. And you damn sure don't want to play the Suns, but you want to stay the hell away from Denver. Because I think Denver, even though Laker fans felt confident, they're still the number one seed in the West, and they're going to have home court advantages. You're not going to be favored, but you will be the favorite against Memphis and the Kings. The Lakers will be the favorite. And I do believe that they could probably put a hurting on those teams, especially with the absence of Ja Morant and the Kings being a young team, despite Coach Mike Brown saying they're not going to take none of this, they ain't going to take none of that. It's still a young team, man, and you got to know your role. The team, the players, listen, it's not their time just yet. It is what it is. But back to what I'm saying. We ended the first quarter. We headed to the second. The Pelicans are just hurting due to the fact of the Lakers going on this 3-point hit spree. I mean, this was just downright filthy what the Lakers put on them. We just got to point all that into consideration. Who would have thought that the Lakers would come out striking like this from 3-point range? I would have never thought so. We got C.J. McCollum. He gives it to Jonas Valanciunas to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram shaking and baking from the mid-range. Brandon Ingram kicks it. Oh, man, big shot. He could not convert. Rebounded by D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell to the paint. To Beasley. Beasley for three. He all net. Swish. Big bucket from Beasley. 52-26. Win 11-0 scoring run for the Lakers. Big plays. Big plays. Marshall to B.I. Good dump off the B.I. to Valanciunas. Valanciunas, mid-range. He hits it. They gotta do this. At this point, just do little singles. The Pelicans got themselves to blame for this because they had the lead cut. It was on a run, and they completely let them get back in this game, which is horrible. And they keep giving up the three. Finally, they caught a break from Gabriel. The Lakers done hit 12 threes, and the Pelicans hit 4. And the Lakers are getting that three ball up. And if you the Pelicans, don't try to answer them back and going on the 3-point hit spree of your own. Don't do that. See, Brandon Ingram keep going for threes. Like, that's not your game. You should not continue to do that, in my humble opinion. Oh, man. Let's go. Dennis Schroeder with the round. He made the layup, actually. It's 54-28. Lakers. Big play. Brandon Ingram all the way to the cup. Did they count that? They come on, to give them a break, goddammit. Damn. They counted it 54-30. There's definitely getting into doozy territory with this game. They definitely didn't give themselves a good enough, just good enough time for whatever the reason is. It is what it is at the end of the day. It's 54-30. The Lakers are down, are up 24 points. There's 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the second quarter. And you got Brandon Ingram headed to the line, averaging 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Major keys from B.I. 54-31, Lakers. 7 minutes in the second quarter. We got Dennis Schroeder crossing half court, met by D'Angelo Russell. Pass to Beasley. Oh, good play. AD. Damn, I don't know what happened. We got a big time stoppage for whatever reason. 54-31. Lakers got to they got to put their heads into the game. They got to get their heads into the game. If you're the New Orleans Pelicans, it's not over. You got veteran presence. You got C.J. McCollum and crew. They got to be able to get them back in the game in some capacity. I don't think it's over. We only in the second quarter. We 7 minutes into the second quarter. A run can occur. And it could come on behalf of the Pelicans. Number one, they need to figure out to do something with D'Angelo, and they need to figure out a way to stop Anthony Davis in some capacity. If you can't do both, you got to do one. You got to commit to one or the other. So either you're going to take D'Angelo Russell completely out of this game, or you about to get more and more physical with Anthony Davis, because everything is just too easy. Anthony Davis just having a field day. It's like whatever he wants, he can get it, and that's not good. If you are part of the Pelicans, they couldn't convert again. C.J. McCollum, baseline 3. He couldn't convert. Rebounded by who? Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis getting everything. Rui for 3. Oh, my goodness. Rui hits a 3. It's 57-31. The Lakers hurting them right now. The Pelicans, I don't think they seen this coming. And if you preparing for the Lakers, who would think that the Lakers going to go on a three-point shooting spree like this? Herb Jones hits him with a three. Now, that's the dangerous game. Right now, you down big. Don't go on no shootout with the Lakers right now because you falling into their trap. At the end of the day, the scout report on the Lakers got to change. They got new pieces now. So I think the scout report, man, give up threes, do that. No, you can't do that no more. They living at the three-point line right now. Shout out William. Oh man, Rui with back-to-back threes, 60-34. Lakers, the Lakers are on a hit spree from the three-point line, a hit job. They violating from the three-point range. The Pelicans can't defend the. I mean, come on, Willie Green. It's coming down to coaching now. I mean, damn, you can't. You know what they doing. You can't do nothing. Now I got to blame coaching. Because I mean they doing this, they hunting for the 3-point. You know, you have to do something. You have to fight them off the 3-point line, run them off the line, do something. I mean, the game plans has to change. If you Willie Green is, I'm telling you, Willie Green has to step up on the coaching front. The players can't do it. We need Willie Green now. Now it's Willie Green's fault. I'm gonna put it on Willie now. First quarter, it was the Pelicans and the players. Now, come on. Dudes getting left wide open now. They need to be good. Everybody from the Lakers need to be driving from here on out because they got the 3-point line just defended. They're running people off the line. You see what they're doing. They're penetrating for threes. That's all they're doing. Dribble, penetration, kick out. Then look, Brown Jr., now they got a turnover. Good play by the Pelicans. So that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to run this team off the line. You got to make them uncomfortable. This team, the Lakers got their feet all the way up, up there in New Orleans right now. Their feet is kicked up. Let's go. We got C.J. McCollum. What happened? What the ref calling? The Lakers, man, they got him. Pardon me. The Lakers got them, man. I don't know what. 60-34, 5:12 to go. Let's see what happens. There's a good game going so far. Zen says RP to Pels. Let's see. I'll be shocked if they got back in it. CJ looked like he going to the line. It's not over. Shout out Kenny. He says, without Zion, New Orleans is done. Yeah. I mean, without Zion, it's definitely over. Shout out Tay. Listen, there's a crazy game going on right now. The Los Angeles Lakers have went on an amazing 3-point shooting spree. I mean, they out there hitting bombs, like bomb, boom, 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 boom. That's what's going on from 3-point range. Just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And the New Orleans Pelicans was just not ready. And that's what it seemed like early right out the gate. Not only was the 3-point hitting, but the worst thing of them all, you had the power of Anthony Davis, both of those formulas going all at one time, very early in the game. And it has the Pelicans just a little offset right now. They're going to the line, missing free throws. It's looking nasty. It's 60-34. CJ got to wake up. You a veteran. That's not a good look for CJ. He had the line missing free throws. And Willie Green got to defend this 3-point line at all costs. So you got two issues happening that I'm not pleased with. CJ's supposed to be Mr. Reliable. Oh, man. They done got Herb Jones up in the air. They did defend the 3-point. Oh, man. Beasley wide open again. Oh, in and out. Thank you. They trying to defend the 3-point line. I'm seeing a little bit more intensity now that I said that. Let's go. Murphy with a big dunk. They called the offensive foul? What happened? Oh, man, they can't give the Pelicans nothing. I'm telling you, they got it out for the Lakers. They want the Lakers to win that. I'm trying to figure out what the hell did they just call. Lakers just got to keep it up because they always mess up. I said that. Everybody keep talking about it's over. It ain't over. But these threes, they about to go up 30, man. If they go up 30, man, I think it's safe to say it's over. It's 63-34, man. Let's stay up 29 on them, man. It's a hit job. Beasley got 21 points. Everybody going to have high numbers tonight because everybody hitting threes at a big clip. 63-36. CJ got to try to do something, and they got to defend. You got to let these guys stop giving them threes. Beasley with another three. He missed it. They just chucking threes. From the Pelicans standpoint, the Lakers are just throwing them up. They playing good defense. Oh man, Brandon. Oh, they gave BI a charge. That was a flop though. Vanderbilt just flopped. But they're saying Brandon Ingram ran his elbow into Jared Vanderbilt for a turnover that they did not need. Let me see this. He did give him a little push. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was all that. But you know, in today's NBA, it's flopping going on, so you can't extend that arm out with a guy flopping. You got to give yourself a little something. We all know when dudes put their shoulders down to go into a play, they're not always hitting them full strength. But the player gonna make it look like they've been just tackled completely by a fallback or something. I mean, the way they start flopping. I mean, they get ridiculous. They used to say they was gonna fine people. Whatever happened to that? They was gonna put fines on players for that shit. It was like a season, and that was over. All this flopping going on. It's hurting the game. Man, the Lakers can't. I mean, the Pelicans. I feel sorry for Pelicans fans, man. They about to go up 30. Austin Reeves up here hitting. Goddamn, that's sad. That's hurtful, man. 65-36, Lakers. 3:23 to go in the second quarter. Austin Reeves bricks it. Murphy with the rock. He gives it to my man Herb Jones. Murphy back to CJ. CJ top of the key three, and he bricks it. CJ McCall, let's go. Good kick out to BI. BI for three. Big pickup from Brandon Ingram. It's 65-36. Crazy game going on right now. They just need to continue to hold down the fort in whatever capacity that they can. Don't blow this, especially if you're a Laker fan. Because if y'all lose this game, like I said, they should be ashamed of themselves. Anthony Davis, 14 big buckets, 6 rebounds, 5 or 6 from the field, and 65-36. Big game going on. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. We headed to halftime. Lakers are up 30. Like I said, it's doozy territory. It's complete doozy range. That's what's occurring right now. Doozy territory. For whatever reason, it's hurtful. It's a hurtful experience what's going on right now. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Shout out Rap God. It's hurtful. I mean, I'm truly hurt for the Pelicans, man. Because you're a team trying to get into the playoffs, man. You don't go out like this. You got Daniels. He's coming up against Brown Jr. You got a screen. He don't even take the damn screen. They don't know what the hell to do. The Pelicans looking completely silly out there. Dyson Daniels all the way to the cup. To Herb Jones. Herb Jones got Vanderbilt in the air. He went to the paint on the guys that he could not convert. Good God. Damn. What's the deal, Dex? We got your Los Angeles Lakers. They got their foot all up in the New Orleans Pelicans' ass. I mean, knee deep. I mean, they walking it dry. You know, it's getting filthy. What's your thoughts on your Lakers? You know, talk to me, Dex. How you feeling tonight, dog?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. I mean, we talked about this. They let one get away at home versus the New York Knicks. Tommy T and his boys came in. They showed resilience. They were relentless. They were determined not to leave the West Coast as an offer. And on the other hand, Darvin Ham was terribly distraught by the lack of offensive output from Anthony Davis, that he basically verbally stumped the mud hole in his ass. And now we're seeing something that is the results of a disappointing performance versus the New York Knicks.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that, Dex. I mean, obviously the Knicks, we'll get to them in a second, but the Pelicans, I mean, damn, up 30.
Yeah, I mean, you got Beasley. You got Beasley putting in work. You know, D'Lo, he haven't even really got started just yet. So if he gets started and Vanderbilt, I mean, it could be an all-time loss for the Pelicans in their franchise history if these guys get started. So I mean, they in for a rude awakening,
Yeah,
thinking that the Lakers is going to come in and fold after what happened with the New York Knicks.
yeah.
And this
No,
is a must win for them. Lakers have to win this game because the Pelicans is nipping on their heels.
y'all tied. Y'all tied with the Pelicans.
Yeah, but I think the Lakers have the advantage.
Yeah, the Lakers are up. Y'all ahead. But y'all kind of like in a tie with a couple of teams.
Uh huh.
So it's almost like you getting caught in that tornado that I like to say. Let me look at the standings one more time while you're in here. Okay, the Lakers are tied with it's a three-way tie. You tied with the Pelicans and the Oklahoma City Thunder at 33 and 35. Mind you, you got Utah on y'all on the 12th spot, 33 and 36. So they only are one game out the loss column. So the Pelicans will be tied with them after tonight when they lose. That's what it looks like. And then you look like y'all coming up all the way to play with Dallas. Because look at that. Y'all gonna be up, y'all gonna be tied with Dallas after tonight. After tonight, you're gonna be tied with Dallas and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let me look what Minnesota's doing tonight. Are they playing tonight? They play tomorrow against Boston. See, y'all in good shape. They got Boston tomorrow, Dex. If you Minnesota. So they
And
could be.
Boston is looking to get back on track as well
Yes.
because
Yes.
they've been teetering on a collapse because Boston is not playing good basketball right now. So
Yeah.
they're not showing their dominance, and for some reason I don't know why, but Boston got to get back on track. So Minnesota's coming. They're facing Boston at a bad time, unlike the Lakers is facing the New Orleans Pelicans at the best time because they are out of their two most poignant offensive threats, and that is Zion and Brandon Ingram. Oh no, Brandon Ingram's playing.
Yeah. Brandon Ingram is playing. He was out,
Oh, I
but
thought he was out.
no, he's back. He was cleared
Oh
at the
my God,
last.
this is utter ridiculous. Then.
That's what I said. Yeah, I would listen. If it was no him, I wouldn't be interested. I thought it was going to be a game.
Oh my God,
We've been bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked. We've been
Brandon
led
Ingram is
astray.
on the court. I thought he was going to be out, but I guess they rushed him back. I guess this is what happened when you rush him back. Maybe he's really not ready to play. He only got 6 points, and he's been out there 17 minutes. That's unlike Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, he probably he don't got that aggressiveness. I see.
Wow. I don't know. I don't think Brandon Ingram is healthy because he's shooting 25% from the floor. They rushed this guy back for some reason, and that's the part of basketball I don't like. He
Yeah, they
convinced
do.
them to let him rush him back because the Pelicans was falling. So I guess they've kind of put a little pressure on Brandon Ingram to come back. But I don't think he's healthy, Flight.
No, he's not. He probably needed some more time, but I mean, they can't afford no more time, and they need him. That's what happens. I mean, the Pelicans, man, they're in trouble. Like I said, we in doozy territory. They're down 31. LeBron is in the building with a crazy jacket on, averaging damn near 30 points this season, 50% from the field, 8 rebounds, 6.9 assists, doing his thing. Give him credit. King James. Dude been balling, man. We gotta give credit where credit is due. So now, this team that got you basically all the way to the promised line. Now you gotta get them. Now you gotta lead them. And that's if you LeBron. When you come back, you gotta be guns blazing. You can't play
Yeah,
around. Right.
yeah. I think something's going on with the Pelicans as far as Brandon Ingram. I don't think the team is playing with much enthusiasm because I think they're rushing Brandon Ingram back, and I don't think the Pelicans as a team fraternity appreciates that he's coming back. With his. I don't like this Flight. I know the Lakers are winning; they're smashing them, but I don't like the scenario.
Yeah, well, they probably looking at it like that's probably what they had to do, but I mean, it's tough. It's tough, man. There's no Zion, Dex.
Yeah, but the Pelicans are still a decent team, even without Zion. This is not the Pelican team that people is paying to see. And like
Right.
I said, they're not playing no defense. Herb Jones looked like he's trying to do a little something, but it looks like they just kind of half-ass and a second slow.
Yeah. It's a half ass on the second slow.
And
It's
mind you, Flight, this is coming to halftime. The fast clock is ticking. AD is a monster. AD is just a monster. And they're running up the numbers on the board. 30 seconds left to go till halftime. And the Pelicans haven't even reached the 40-point threshold.
yeah, y'all damn near about to run it up to 100 on their ass. I mean, so it definitely don't look good. Especially if you're a Pelicans, I ain't gonna lie, I don't see how they can come back. This would be one of the most epic comebacks in NBA history. If they would somehow come back from this game, I don't see it. Oh man, AD, that's a charge. Give credit. I want to give credit to Anthony Davis as well. You know, I mean, like I said, he's turned into he gone
Yeah, they
back.
call blocking on that play.
Yeah,
It
they
should
called
be a
blocking.
charge. It should be a charge, but they call
That wasn't
blocking.
great. They got to give the Pelicans a break. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, this ref got to throw him a bone.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was definitely a charge because he was outside the restricted area, and Herb looked like he was out of control, but they gave it to him.
yeah, the referees. They need a little assistance now because they got hit early. For the people that's just coming in to the game, listen, the Lakers came out and hit them hard early. It was a combination of Anthony Davis playing big man basketball and the Los Angeles Lakers going on the 3-point spree, and all of that, man. I'm telling you, it did them in. And now they just fighting from behind, just trying to do something at the end of the day. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can get back in this. I think they can.
Anthony Davis attempted a walk into a three, but he failed. But it just seemed like when Anthony Davis come back to this building, he's just a different human being.
Yeah.
And when you look at Najee Marshall as he walks off the court, these guys don't look too enthused. Herb Jones got his head down. I don't like this version of the Pelicans because I want the Pelicans to be at they zest and their pinnacle, and it doesn't seem like they're ready to play basketball tonight. I think they're going to pack it in, play a little bit, and then they probably will surrender. If Willie Green plays these guys too long, it's going to be a momentous consequence. Because they got veteran players on this team, and they don't appreciate being pushed that way. If the game is out of hand, it's not their night, let the bench close this game out. So we're going to see how Willie Green approaches the second half of this ball game when the Pelicans seems to be lost and forever gone in this contest.
You're right about that, man. It's definitely looking bad. I think like I said, they put themselves in a tough situation. I think they wish they could do a do-over in this game, but ain't no do-overs. You know, they put them in a tough spot. I don't know what's going on, but it looked like we headed to halftime for whatever reason.
And when you look at a 35-point lead at halftime, This is a game. It was a nestle game for the Pelicans after the Lakers showing against New York at home. You would think that the Lakers would come in feeble, wounded, and not prepared. But we get the polar opposite. They came in very focused, very prepared. And the Pelicans, on the other end, knowing this is a nestle game at home at the Smoothie Center, it seemed like the stars lined up for the Pelicans to take this win. And unfortunately, they're getting the mud hole stumped in them. And BI is present. And he's amongst the Pelicans as the Lakers are running amok in the Bayou.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. The Bayou. Man, this deal is crazy. Remember when they move, when you end up getting the Pelicans end up trading Anthony Davis to your team. I remember that day like it was yesterday. You know,
Yeah, it it was like those two clown face, one's crying, one's smiling, or one's
Yeah.
crying, one's laughing. Cry now, laugh later, or laugh now, cry later. However dynamic you want to use it as. That's how I felt because they traded that young core. Lonzo was a part of that trade, and the the Lakers in LA. Hold on, let me get this call.
Good. Yeah, but back to what Dex was saying, man. It was a crazy situation when they did trade for Anthony Davis. Obviously, Brandon Ingram, who you see on the floor, he was almost like one of the major pieces of that deal. Obviously, Lonzo came in there. Also, who do they have else in there? Josh Hart, pardon me. So they end up getting a lot of little pieces that should have propelled them into what they needed to be. Obviously, things didn't work out all over the board. Anthony Davis went on to the Lakers, won the championship. To be honest with you, they traded basically everybody. They gave up Josh Hart, they gave up Lonzo, and Brandon Ingram is there, and they're not really using him as like another number one. It's almost like he's just a placeholder until Zion comes back. So they got all their eggs in Zion basket. Zion can't stay healthy. So they got problems all over the goddamn board. So if you're the Pelicans, in my humble opinion, it's going to be a lot to get them back in the picture to be a major players again in the league. It's going to be a long time, man. Especially with them banking on injured players. That's not a good look to put all your eggs in the basket of a bunch of people who can't stay healthy. It's suicide, to be honest with you. That, in my humble opinion, it's horrible. They're committing basketball to purgatory with this. But we're in the middle of halftime right now. It's a crazy situation. They got a lot going on. Yeah. We got a good one. Yeah. It's crazy. We're in the middle of halftime right now, ladies and gentlemen. Rap guy says, "I want to see Zion. I want to see playoff Zion." Yeah, that would be a good look if he could have did that. Well, for whatever reason, it don't seem like it's gonna happen, right? We gotta see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here with you right now. So salute to all y'all in the chat. We got a lot of good basketball on. We're in the middle of halftime. There's a lot happening. Yeah. So shout out all y'all in the chat. Rap Guy Reloaded says B.I.'s. No, he's not. Dex was just complaining about that. Them rushing B.I. back out there, and they probably feel like the Pelicans are not taking a liking to it. I think it's too tough to call, from that standpoint, in my humble opinion. It's too tough to call. But everything will work itself out. Rap Guy says, any update on AD? Amen. AD is beast, and that's the update. I give you an update of a lifetime. Anthony Davis is putting a hurting on the Pelicans. I told you he got his foot knee deep in him. He got 20 points and 8 rebounds. I mean, what more do you want? This man is just eating, feasting on the competition. That's all I can tell you. It's just an all-out feast. Yep, all-out feast, A lot of great basketball on all over the board. You got the Knicks coming on tonight, the Knicks Blazers. That should be pretty intriguing, in my humble opinion. You got the Bucks Suns. You got a lot of games on right now. We're in the middle of halftime. You got the Orlando Magic versus the San Antonio Spurs. You have the Brooklyn Nets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then also you have the Lakers 75-40 over the Pelicans. So it's a lot of good going on right now. So salute to everybody that's out there right now tuned in to Flight Sports. Let Davis cook. Yeah, he cooking, man. He got the pots, the pans, everything. He just dogging them right now. We gotta get real. Keep it 100. They ODing. I gotta be honest with the people. Hold on. Yeah, that's crazy. Salute to everybody. We patiently waiting to start the second half. It's gonna be a good little game coming up. Let's see if they can get back in this. You know, hopefully the blowout doesn't continue to ensue because that would really suck. I know a lot of people expected to see a decent ball game tonight, but if it's not the case, it's not the case. You know, but at the end of the day, you got a lot of crazy matchups. Um, we're in the middle of halftime. Crazy game. The 3 points is just going barrage for the Lakers, man. Who would have envisioned the Lakers hitting from all angles of the floor like this? That's something that we got to hold into consideration. Give major credit to the Los Angeles Lakers balling like the way they're doing. You know, I just have to tell it how it is at the end of the day. You know, like I said, as much as we want to beat up on the teams, ridicule them, you know, we gotta hold people hold things into consideration as well. These guys are solid players, and they really lucked up. If you're the Lakers, to pull off that deal that you pulled off, that was almost like the deal that happened when LeBron was in Cleveland. If people don't remember this, I don't know if people remember LeBron in Cleveland. That was I remember when they moved everybody. That's a similar situation. I remember when they traded absolutely everybody. And the same situation happened right here, y'all. They moved on, and it is what it is. But nonetheless, basketball continues. So much good basketball on tonight is unbelievable. I'm just surveying the schedule in the midst of halftime. What I will do is give you a little bit of stat lines from the people tonight. Obviously, the Pelicans only put up 40 points. Murphy with 4 points, Brandon Ingram with 6, Valanciunas with 4, Herb Jones with 12, McCollum with 7, Larry Nance with 2. So not the quite ideal scoring night if you are a New Orleans Pelicans fan. It definitely didn't go as according. You know, things could have went a lot better. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So many good matchups, man. And this matchup, believe it or not, I thought it was going to be almost like a Bruin rivalry. I thought that it was going to be positioned to be like that. But it seemed like it's always been a situation where they have been the little brother, you know, to this team, the Pelicans, for whatever reason. But I felt like they were built to compete with them for real. Not just be some kind of little brother team for them to face. Like, no, a real threat. You know, that's what I envisioned for this basketball team. But for whatever reason, it wasn't the case. But I mean, it is what it is. It's not my dog to fight in this race. But I like what I'm seeing nonetheless. You got a lot of crazy basketball on tonight. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Let me see what's going on. No, man, I'm just looking. Oh yeah, you got that Bucks Suns game gonna be good, and also you got the Knicks Blazers. The Blazers just completely out the playoff pitch. It's almost like I'm not even interested. It's probably be a good game, but I just think the ramifications wise, I don't know how pivotal it is. You know, I know certain teams need wins. Other teams are definitely playing, especially with this game looking like it's on doozy alert. You know, this game don't look like it's going to be pretty competitive at all for whatever reason. The Pelicans didn't come to play, man. So we got to put that into consideration. We're not having the best of a game on this one. Pelicans didn't show no fight tonight. Nothing. They just got walked all over. And it was despicable. Utterly despicable. in my humble opinion, for them to get beat down the way they got beat down. And it's over. I feel sorry for the people that paid tickets to go to that game. No LeBron James either. They must have thought they had a shot. So it's pray for Sky, man. Shout out to your Lakers. They're looking poised. They're looking poised to do something, at the promised land. Don't we all agree with that? I mean, I think we all can agree, in my humble opinion. We all can agree that they all look like they're going to the promised land. That's facts. Rap guy says Rico, he made it. He needs a miracle. Yeah, there's gonna be many miracles. It's definitely, like I said, it's time, but the time is definitely not on their side. This is definitely, they're on doozy alert, man. That's all I can let you know. It's high doozy alert. That's what's going on right now. If you're the Pelicans, you're just trying to survive, keep your head above water, without getting toppled by the water. The water's coming.
Well, I mean, it's basically a wrap for them to, really have a deep run into the playoffs. Once your baby behemoth, the little monstrosity himself, Zion Williamson, is plagued with injury, and even if he do return, we don't know what his mindset is like because he has already faced several setbacks and disappointment with his injury that he might not be in basketball mentality shape because he might just keep thinking that he's going to stumble over another injury. It's almost how the AD syndrome was and still kind of plagues him to some extent. Now, this season, AD can rid himself from that based on the fact that LeBron James has been injury riddled this season and AD has to carry the mother load. If Zion comes back, he gonna have to play so strenuous just to make the New Orleans Pelicans relevant and a decent threat into the playoffs.
No, that's facts. That's facts. You ain't lying about that. Like I said, this game right here is just tough because, like I said, they up. There's a lot to a little, Dex. They up 35 points on them. Good God.
Well, they started off okay. They got a turnover, so maybe this could be the start of a new beginning through the second half because basketball is a game of two halves.
And runs. And like you stated, B.I.'s not, I see him not really scoring the basketball very high or efficiently. You brought up a situation where they probably rushed him back. What makes you think that, and what makes you think why the team would turn on the Pelicans? That's what looked like he was alluding to.
Yeah, because they don't like that. You got to remember, these are band of brothers. Regardless of what NBA team you play for, they have their own union to protect the players. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Yeah, but I understand where Dex is coming from. You're talking about they have a union, to protect the players, to make stop them from doing things like this. But, when you got the playoffs fastly approaching, they throw all that BS out the window. I mean, seriously. That's all she wrote. Ain't nobody paying no attention to that.
Yeah, like I was saying, rudely interrupted me, is that these are a band of brothers, and one thing, they have a union to protect them, and the owners and the coaches, they have their union as well. So these fractional groups within the organization of the NBA have different agendas and different ways of approaching to business. D'Lo pulls up, D'Lo falls short. Look at the Lakers are hustling to the 50-50 balls. And the Pelicans, look, oh my God.
They're doing it all, man.
Yeah. This is not looking good. But nevertheless, they gotta play the game. They gotta keep patting that pill and keep putting up shots, and maybe something would change. I think the referees want this game to be hurry up and get over with, because they're not really calling much because there was some contact there. But
well, I got a question for you, Dex. What game you think is better? What game you think is better? What game you think is better, the Knicks Blazers or the Suns versus the Bucks?
Knicks, Blazers, or the Suns. Well, if Damian Lillard playing, if Damian Lillard playing, you would want to have the Knicks and the Blazers.
Right.
Yeah, the Pelicans look like they're done. They want to. Oh my God, Lakers are getting a little careless. D'Lo is doing stuff that D'Lo don't do.
Yeah, he getting out of his element.
Yeah, he's getting a little careless, trying to do showboating. You can't do that. Just go ahead and make the bucket. It's a 40-point game. Listen, I ain't getting my wasn't ringing until I got on the damn stream.
Until your
Let
phone
me go
keep
ahead
going
and
on.
let me go ahead and put it on. Do not disturb.
Shout out all access back. It's gonna be a good game between these two teams. Like I said, you said the Knicks Blazers will probably. We did do the Suns yesterday. I just feel like that Suns Bucks game is gonna be bigger than this game.
Well, there's no Durant to face off with Giannis, but with New York and Portland, if Dame playing, you got Dame against OG Slot Machine. So those are two headliners.
Who the hell is OG Slot Machine?
Julius Randle, your boy Juju.
He on the OG Slot Machine. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that would probably be a good game. Because the Pelicans. Well, I was gonna say about not the Pelicans. If you don't the Knicks, they need to stick around and get in this game at all costs.
So yeah, if Dame's playing, that'd probably be a more exciting game. Because to be honest, the Bucks are kind of boring. They're the San Antonio of the East.
Right.
What's the Lakers doing? Come on, man. I know Vegas ain't putting no call in on this shit. They just doing some dumb stuff.
They downright. They stepping on them right now. I don't see. This ain't even no game. It's like the Pelicans didn't show up.
I really think it's because of BI. I'm watching him walk. I'm watching him move around on the court. And he just seemed a step slow. He seemed a little lethargic.
No, he definitely not 100%. I could tell by that. He definitely do look a little off, like he's not ready to play today. I think Josh Hart returns to Portland tonight too, you heard?
Right. Yeah, so that's another backstory.
yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I'd rather call the Knicks anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's your squad. They're doing good. Listen, I'm still trying to recover from that loss because me and Phonics was going at it, and we had verbal fisticuffs, and he didn't show up. He was yellow belly. He didn't show up to the stream, but yet he want to hit me all in the DMs. It's going down in the DM. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that Yo Gotti shit.
That's what he
mocking me, talking crazy in the DM, but he wouldn't come to the stream.
See what we got to go through? It's crazy. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's
Call the Lakers losers.
But you're gonna win them all when they make the playoffs. Them going to the playoffs alone, everybody need to shut the hell up. All the talk need to stop. That's
you know what fascinates me, Flight, and I'm talking about my Los Angeles Lakers. Is that good block, Vi. Is that Anthony Davis is doing anything he wants. Is that LeBron? Oh, Anthony Davis got a tech. See, this is the bullshit. How you up 40 and you getting a tech? There's nothing that the referee could do should upset you to the point where you dissatisfied. You up 40. Yeah, no, they didn't give him a check. They let him make it. They didn't give him a check. They let him make it. But yeah, is that how LeBron James is able to play GM throughout the season? How many times LeBron James changes up a team roster? Sending multiple players out, bringing multiple players in. I've never seen that done before.
You're right.
Oh, Anthony Davis playing like a man. And Valanciunas is fouling the heck out of Anthony Davis. And the referees is letting them play gladiator. Yeah, I always thought that was fascinating about LeBron James in his GM ship. is that he's able to change over rosters like crazy.
I think I said that earlier. Yeah, he did this in Cleveland. This is the second time he did this.
Yep.
In Cleveland, it was a little more drastic, but this was similar to a little bit level, you know.
Yep. And
That's
then, I
crazy.
mean, Miami to a certain extent as well, because he didn't do it mid-season, but when he came in and brought in those players, Miami roster changed over.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, it's crazy. The Miami roster changed over a lot, but I mean, I don't think he had his fingerprints on Miami, or he probably seen what Pat was doing, and he tried to do the same things.
No. This is what he did. See, LeBron is passive aggressive, and Dwayne Wade knows how spectacular LeBron James is, right? So they love Dwayne Wade. They call the Miami Heat Wade County, not Dade County, Wade County. So what happened there was Wade was the buffer and the liaison. So LeBron whispered to Wade, and then Wade takes it to the management because it's Wade County. I mean, we got to listen to Wade. He gave us a championship. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think they like that dynamic, did they?
So LeBron might have had some say so, but it went through Wade. It was filtered through Wade. And so it landed softly on the ears of the Miami Heat executive staff. Well, LeBron is a newbie. You ain't done nothing for us. How you gonna tell us what to do here in Dade County? You know what I'm saying? You a northerner. We southerners. So yeah, it wouldn't rest well if LeBron would have tried to be pushy. So LeBron is smart, his IQ is high, and we see his brilliance night in and night out. So he went through Wade. Wade was the liaison, the buffer, and Wade took it to the executives, and the executives say, you know what, Wade, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that, Rico. It happened in Miami. That's what we're talking about now. Yeah, sure did.
That's crazy, man. I remember that move when he traded Isaiah Thomas and all them dudes. And he still wasn't happy. He still wasn't happy with the team that he had.
Shit, he traded Dwayne Wade.
Their ass removed too. That was Rodney Hood and them dudes. When the last time we seen Rodney Hood?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, Rodney Hood is a different animal because Rodney Hood needs to play free. You know, he just needs to be a free spirit player. But with LeBron, ain't no free spirit player. Everything is calculated. You have to be a calculated player, not a free spirit player. Herb Jones up high for the rebound, and he gets it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy.
88-51, Los Angeles Lakers was putting a practice drill on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, we got
as the Lakers just turned the ball over.
Coming your way in about a half hour. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Lakers, man, they putting the hurting on their ass right now. We got to point it out.
And you know what? And I'm glad I'm witnessing this because it shows the resilience of, as the Pelicans hit a three, it shows the resilience of the Lakers that they won't just fall on their sword after a disappointing loss. Because the New York Knicks came in, they was hobbling. They was, oh my God, Anthony Davis is having a rough night. The New York Knicks, they was basically kicking, crawling, and scratching, trying to make something happen. And Tommy T, with his visible voice, ushered in a type of energy. Ooh, that's travel. That's travel. Ushered in a type of energy that the Knicks wholeheartedly needed, especially being over on the West Coast. And they came through, they listened to him, they hearkened to his voice, and the sheep followed the shepherd.
I agree with that. That's a tough call to say, though, Dax.
Yeah, the Pelicans are still down 33. They was down 40. So right now they're on a basically a 7-0 run.
Yeah, balling.
But it's going to take a lot of basketball to climb up this hill because they sure dig themselves a vicious. Brandon Ingram seemed like he want to come alive now. They dug themselves a vicious hole, so they're gonna have to come up out of it. And I don't know that if they have that many stops in this game. Look at that. Look at Anthony Davis. He's just doing whatever. I think they try to make this an Anthony Davis night or something. Because they're passing up layups, giving the ball to Anthony Davis, and he's finishing.
They're definitely trying to feature this man. I think Stevie Wonder could see that, man.
And Valanciunas is bumping him really hard. So yeah, I think it has some chippiness based on Anthony Davis' presence.
That's
Austin Reeves with a 3.
Yeah, I like Reeves. Reeves balling.
So it's a 34-point lead.
I like Reeves. Reeves fitting perfect.
Lance came back with a 3, so he answered. So no harm, no foul.
Nope. He said no harm, no foul. You're right about that. Salute to everybody in the chat, y'all. You already know what it is. We got NBA coverage coming right up.
Look, it's a lot of contact there from BI. They do not call it, and Rui just shoots right over BI. BI don't have any lift, so that's why I'm noticing that he doesn't have the lift that we normally see from BI. Even though he's still swivel, his finesse game is just out of control. But I don't think he brought his bunnies with him today.
You cutting up, right?
Look at Brandon Ingram out here flopping. Rui turns the ball over. Herb Jones just carried, but they didn't call it. Nice layup, though. So it's a 29-point lead. So the Pelicans is putting a dent in the Lakers lead. But like I said, it's a lot of basketball they will have to play. And the Lakers would basically have to just be dilapidated from this point on to the last tick of the clock for the New Orleans to come back and pull this one out.
Right. Trent says pigeons going outside. Now that's facts, Trent. Shout out rap god Dex. You notice the older refs are retired and Adam Silver hired younger officials.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that comes with the age of the game. You know what I'm saying? And these new refs, they come in with the orientation of letting the score continue to rise and don't stop the game so much. So yeah, the older refs, you can't really reorientate them. You know how can't teach old dogs new tricks. So they got to bring in newer refs with a different mindset, so they can placate the outstanding scoring and the rise of scoring in these games. They keep it exciting, I guess. That's the only thing I could think of as far as Adam bringing in new and young referees. And more women referees also.
Yeah, man. You're right about that. These referees. You remember Dick Bavetta and Charles Barkley?
You talking about Nick Rivetta?
Yeah, whatever his name.
No, his name is Dick, but they call him Nick Rivetta because he always gives Nick's favorable calls.
Oh,
that was his moniker, Nick Rivetta.
Yeah, I remember him, man. He a legendary ref, man.
For New York. Everybody else hate him.
Charles. Nah, I remember him from Charles. You remember him and Charles?
Charles?
Yeah, Charles Barkley, an all-star.
Oh, yeah. Charles Barkley, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, him and Charles Barkley had done some kind of race. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, man. There's a lot going on, man. You got the Knicks, obviously the Lakers. Like I said, we was discussing that game tonight. If you're the Knicks, what do you expect tonight? For the Knicks Blazer game, because the Blazers are completely down the standards. You heard Damian Lillard say that he don't like the direction of the way the league is going. If I was 13th and out the Western Conference playoff picture, I wouldn't like the way the shit is going either. I mean, what's your thoughts on Damian Lillard tonight going up against the New York Knicks with his playoff life flashing before his very eyes?
Well, this is reminiscent of 2020 when Damian Lillard had some of the same sentiments going into the bubble, where they was on the outside looking in, and the NBA did bless them, got them in the bubble. They qualified, and the Lakers got rid of them real fast. So it doesn't even matter if the Blazers get into a play-in tournament situation. I don't think they have the type of team that will go deep into a playoff run. They'll be one and done. They could win one play-in game, and then they'll be exit out of the next one. I don't think they will reach the actual playoffs.
You don't think so?
No, the team is not. It's not equipped for that. The team is equipped to see Dame shoot the ball. Maybe Anthony Simons put up a couple of good dunks, and that's about it. I mean, it's all about Dame. And I'm not mad because I think Dame is an exciting player. I mean, the guy put up 70 freaking points. So that is the side story to the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard and the rest of them.
Nah, I'm with you with that. That's a crazy side note. And I thought they were trying to get away from some of this when they claimed they was trading CJ. I mean, they traded CJ talking about they was going to build him around Dame. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with dude either. They traded Grant. Grant didn't re-sign. Grant talking about he going to weigh his options and free. He ain't staying. So they gave up Grant for nothing. They that's crazy.
Because like I said, it's CJ and the rest of them. And Grant is a former All-Star, so BI with a 3. So the Pelicans are still on their run. They try to make this game exciting, keep the fans in the seats, and the referees are definitely helping them.
Right. Yeah, I just thought that was crazy about Damian Lillard. The Knicks, man, they just got to keep balling. I love what I'm seeing from New York, despite them losing a little bit. They obviously they came off that big time winning streak. They just got to keep surging. They know what they got to do. They know exactly what they got to do.
And the New York Knicks, I mean, they're in a good situation with this game. Look, it's a lot of contact. The referees are not blowing anything. These guys are flying all over the place. And normally somebody would have been fouled out by now. So now they're starting to call it because Pelicans is getting a little bit out of control. And now the Lakers responding to their physicality, and the referees are victimizing the Lakers for their aggression.
The Rico said Dame going out like Andre Miller. That he trolling. Andre Miller, that's my son.
Yeah, the referees are putting their fingerprints on this game. Herb Jones just traveled. It was an obvious travel. It was a good move, but he traveled. He shuffled his feet, and then the referee, on top of that, even though they didn't make the call, they gave him an and one.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're trying to make it good for TV, and the Lakers are helping them. But it's okay. Herb Jones for 3, no good. Lakers get the rebound. The referees didn't have an opportunity to call anything because the shot was so terrible. But the referees are looking to penalize the Lakers. I know how these games go. They got to keep the eyes on this game. So good that the third quarter is coming to a close with 40 seconds left. Oh my God, he missed a wide open layup. And they're giving the ball to the Pelicans every single time. This guy missed a wide open layup, Daniels. How you do that? And I think he airballed a layup flight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see what happened. Yeah, he airballed a layup, a finger roll. That's unusual. 38 seconds left. The fast clock is enabled. It's a break in action. 97-71. That's a 16-point lead. So it's a tech. Oh my God, I can't believe it. The referee called something against the Pelicans. And Dennis Schroeder capitalized on that by making that free throw. Herb Jones would be issued with a tech. But I can't believe the referees finally made a call against the Pelicans in this third quarter. So they had a full 11 minutes of favorable calls. Brandon Ingram was swishes. So Brandon Ingram trying to come alive. So it's a 15-point ball game from 40 to 15. That's a 25-point dent in a former 40-point lead. So the Pelicans is trying to make this game competitive again. Of course, Dennis Schroeder and the Lakers are helping them. That's why I be saying sometimes these games are Vegas games. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at how they're playing, they turning the ball over, they dribbling off they don't, come on, these are professional players. They don't do stuff like that. But it is what it is. It's entertainment. And, basketball is becoming the new wrestling.
Oh, man, good call, Dax. I mean, you're speaking on this one. I'm looking at all the stuff that's going on.
So the Pelicans have made this a ball game now, 98-75. So they have definitely made this a ball game. And that's why we always talk about basketball as a tale of two halves. So the Pelicans have 35 points in the third quarter, while the Lakers have a measly 23 points. And most of that is due to a lot of unnecessary, gratuitous turnovers and the referee aiding and abating the Pelicans' comeback.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They forcing the Pelicans to play. That's what they're basically doing. We're going to give you calls. Come on, guys, play basketball. Because in the first quarter, they had 24 points. The second quarter, they had 16. So that's a total of 40 points. So they average 20 points a quarter, and all of a sudden they come out and they get 35. Now the Lakers have a 23-point quarter. And if you've seen and witnessed what was going down, the Lakers was playing sloppy basketball. They was playing ISO, and a lot of guys were just dribbling the ball out of bounds. And Lakers, they don't play ISO ball. That's not how they play. So when you start seeing teams get out of character like that, most time than often, it's a phone call came down.
Yeah. Yep. Dex said there's a foul that came down. Salute to everybody rolling in. We got Dame time. New York City is in the building. We got the New York Knicks coming live straight after people. It's going down. I got the Knicks beating down the Portland Trail Blazers tonight, giving them a beat down, putting them out, putting their playoff hopes just completely to the wayside. I got the Knicks laying the smackdown all on them tonight. All jokes aside. No playing, no, none of that. The Knicks gonna roll in and take over and clean house. Remember, I said that. Listen, what you gonna do, Dan? Let me check on Mr. Jalen Brunson. I have a feeling I ain't seen Brunson play in years.
So Bronson is coming back tonight?
No, I'm about to find out right now because
they don't need him. Now, if they would have lost that game against the Lakers, he probably might play so they can get back on track. But since they won that game in L.A., I think that gave him a little reprieve to breathe.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Brunson news. Jalen Brunson has missed 4 out of the Knicks' last 5 games. It has come with no surprise. The Knicks lost 3 of his last 4 games. So the Knicks lost while he's been out. Let me see. I'm looking. Is he playing? I'm I'm trying to read some reports. The Knicks initially had Brunson listed as doubtful to play due to a left foot injury. This is the same left foot that has kept him out for the past couple of games, and it is clear that the 26-year-old has yet to fully recover. Ian Bagley put a report out. It's going to run.
Wow, he missed the tech. Oh my God. See, the referees are just assisting these guys. They called another tech. They missed the free throw. The ball don't lie. The Lakers go into the fourth period with a 23-point lead. Now it's a 20-point lead.
Yeah, they got Damian Lillard listed as questionable. Let's see if he's going to play tonight. That was looking into Damian Lillard.
So Trey Murphy's trying to come alive shooting 3-pointers.
Damian Lillard will be available tonight. I got the report. Started as questionable earlier today. He was upgraded 30 minutes ago to available. So we will see Dame.
Lakers stay with their bench out there.
Let me see what's going on with this Laker game. Oh, they still laying the beat down on them, Dax.
Yeah, but I'm saying they got their bench out there though.
Yeah?
Yeah, they don't have no starter.
No?
I don't see no starter out there.
Nah.
Vanderbilt, is he a starter?
I think he started today though.
Nice 3-pointer.
Your team been balling, man. Give him credit.
Najee Marshall with the 3. But yeah, I mean, they got their bench out there, so I guess that's all right. And their bench is playing horrible though, but they got them out there. It seems like they're trying to assist the Pelicans' comeback because they just playing kind of like loose. See, the referee's not called. They finally called a call. Finally. Listen, the Pelicans out here grabbing people. They grabbing jerseys, and the referees is allowing this. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is why you can't take basketball serious sometimes. If we can see it from the TV, you don't think they can see it?
Yeah, good call on that. You said, you don't think we can see it? Lakers play tomorrow versus the Rockets. Oh, you know that's a doubt. Yeah, I got a little easy schedule, man.
Ooh, Austin Reeves with the hustle. Austin Reeves with the foul. Yes. Now tech them. See, they won't tech the Pelicans. The Pelicans out here jawing at the referees, but they won't tech them. And they pushing people. This is the part of basketball that just disgusts me.
Wow.
You just see the referee just be one-sided. And like LeVar said when he was interviewed, he said, man, gambling messed the game up.
Yeah, it did?
Of course. Come on, man. You think these people ain't going to control that? Are you mad?
It's a gambling.
You got all these gambling sites. You think they just in it to give away money?
Yeah. Now, you think they're working with officials?
Of course. They're working with officials and players, man. I mean, it's common sense.
There's too much money involved.
Too much money involved.
That's stupid. Well, there's too much money involved, man. Shit. There's a lot going on behind the scenes we might not know about.
That's why boxing fell off because of that.
Gambling?
Of course.
Yeah. It's starting to make a slight...
I mean, people, commissioners and judges are going to prison and stuff like that. I mean, that ruins your sport.
Yeah, cheating. Nobody want to be a part of cheating.
Exactly. See, every time the Lakers stop the Pelicans, it seemed like the referees start to call calls that you can't call. I mean, it's a call, but you got to call it both ways.
Right.
You know, a lot of times we see the play, we know it's a foul, referee don't call it, okay, they're not calling it for neither side, so you play through it. But when they call it for one side and don't call it for the other side, that's when you have to start, being a little bit investigative. Like, what the hell is going on here?
You're right about that, Dax. It's crazy. So Josh Hart, ladies and gentlemen, returns to New York City. I mean, not New York City, to Portland, Oregon. It's going to be a sight in return. I like what he's done for the New York Knicks.
I don't think Anthony Davis wanted to come back into the game, but Darvin Ham shoved him in there. I think he wanted to take the rest of the night off.
Right. Shout out to Josh Hart. What I will say is when he was with Portland, I did see his.
That's a 17-point ball game.
13 points. They come back.
No, 17.
Oh, I like what I'm seeing from the Portland. From Josh Hart. He really balled out, in my humble opinion. So I want to give credit to Josh Hart. You know, with the New York Knicks, man, he's been everything that we could have asked for.
They got Vanderbilt out here shooting threes, so you know they out of character.
So he out there shooting threes. Yeah, Vanderbilt.
Somebody's open. If two people's on you, somebody's open, and you get an and one. Oh my God, I can't believe this. The Lakers just got bailed out. They had two players on Troy Brown, and somebody's open underneath the rim, but he keeps it, and Najee Marshall do the dumbest of things and foul him. Beasley, and foul him. And so now he goes to an and one. So his aggression is rewarded with the extra stimmy.
That's crazy.
And he capitalized. So that hurts. Now it's back up to 20. Yeah. But yeah, when you see as much basketball have I seen, and a nice floater for CJ, you can see where the game is being manipulated at. Get the ball, man. What is Dennis Schroeder doing? See, this is what I'm talking about. What was he doing? Darvin Ham, call timeout. Get Dennis Schroeder out of there. Dennis Schroeder, the ball was threw in. Dennis Schroeder just let the ball just sit there, and he got 8 seconds to get the ball over the half line mark. I'm like, what is these players think? No wonder he turned down $84 million. I see why now. Now the referee is calling for the Lakers because that wasn't really much of anything. So I guess they're trying to balance it out. Jackson Hayes is taxed for that one, but he didn't really do anything according to what Valanciunas was out there doing. But nevertheless, okay. Anthony Davis turn around over 3 people, and he misses. Bad basketball, low IQ. CJ is in his bag. Oh, no way, but they call a foul. They stop in the action. They're going to put the Pelicans on the line while the clock is not running. This is how you get back in the ball games, because right now they're currently down by 18. And CJ traveled. How many pivot foots you have? Like 1, right? But they gave CJ 2 pivot foots. But it's all right. I mean, I don't think they're going to come back and win. I just think they just want this game to be somewhat of a thriller to keep the Pelicans fan base involved, because I'm quite sure the Laker fan base has turned this off. CJ shoots his second free throw. He makes it. And the Lakers get the ball. Still no D'Lo. Dennis Schroeder kicks it out and gets it back. He's challenged by CJ. And Dennis Schroeder he gives up his shot. D'Lo is in the game now. D'Lo's being trapped. Give it back to Schroeder. Underneath the rim. No good. Anthony Davis, yes. But the referee called a foul, so that bucket do not count. And the foul is on the floor. And Najee Marshall seemed like the predator on the play. So he will be taxed with another foul. And is this a shooting foul, or Is there in the bonus? I do not know just yet. I know the Lakers are in the bonus. Yes, Anthony Davis will go to the line.
Yeah. Anthony Davis.
So he gets 2 stimmies. He makes the first. So he's cashing that government check. Let's see if he can get his second stimmy. He takes his breath. He's wearing number 3. And yes, he gets it. So I think Anthony Davis, he must don't want 23 anymore. Because he's still wearing number 3. Because I thought 23 would be his number this season after LeBron James come off of it.
I mean, it wouldn't look right. It would look like LeBron done giving you every damn time.
Oh, nice 3-pointer from Trey. Is that Trey Murphy? Yeah.
That's no sense of pride. I mean, sometimes. Come on.
No, LeBron promised him 23, but the NBA didn't give it to him because they still had LeBron name on 23.
Yeah, I just feel like, come on, he gotta establish something for himself sometime.
AD goes down. Did they call a foul? They might have called a foul, a tripping. Yeah, see, Pelicans are playing some dirty basketball right now. You got to keep an eye on these guys. Because they know they need this victory. They need to win this game, not only to keep themselves alive for the play-in tournament, but they also need to win flight. Because if it comes down to a tiebreaker for seeding, they want to have that edge over the Lakers.
Shout out Chuck Morris with your $10 cash out. We appreciate you. Peace and love.
Well, CJ, I'm not leaving the game until Flight tell me to leave the game. He ain't said that yet, so I can't jump the gun.
He told you to lead it?
Leave.
If you want to call us into 10 minutes for the Knicks game, come on, it's up to you.
Oh no, I don't want to call no Knicks game. Not after they beat my Lakers.
I know. I said if you want to lead the game that tell them about until 10 minutes before the Knicks game, come on.
No, I was just answering CJ Gannon. He thinks I'm trying to stay attached because of the Lakers, and kind of yes, I am.
Yeah, because the game is over. The game been over. So.
Well, they trying to keep the Pelicans alive.
Yeah.
Because they went from 40 points to 15 points. So that's a 25-point differential. And in the fourth quarter, the Pelicans scored 15 points and the Lakers only scored 7. The Lakers haven't even cracked double digits in the fourth quarter yet. And that's because the referee keeps blowing the whistle and taking the ball out of the Lakers' hands.
Right.
But it's 6 minutes and 32 seconds left with a 15-point lead. The Pelicans are at home, so there is a possibility, Dorothy did click her heels 2 times and went to Wonderland.
Wow.
Or Kansas, rather. Kansas. Alice went to Wonderland. Dorothy went to Kansas. I mean, she left Kansas. What was that? Where did she go anyway with the Wizard of Oz? What was that place? What was the name of that place?
I'm not sure about that one. He said he ain't even hearing nothing. CJ crazy. Chuck said Dex is hilarious. He got y'all laughing.
So here we go. Pelicans down 16. They gave Anthony Davis hit 1, I think. So this will be a second stimmy. So he hits both. So it's a 17-point ball game. I think Anthony Davis just want to get the Lakers in a position that they can cruise out, where the possessions won't even matter because the New Orleans Pelicans won't have enough possessions to actually win the game. So they down 17 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. You got Najee Marshall on the ball. Here comes CJ, slicing up the defense, kick it out to Najee. No, in and out heartbreak. Rebound, Anthony Davis. He gives it to D'Lo. So the Lakers do have some security out on the court, Anthony Davis and D'Lo, with the help of Beasley and Austin Reeves and Vanderbilt. D'Lo for a three. Nope. Rebound, Hayes. Here come Najee on the ball. Nobody's challenging Najee. I think if you could challenge Najee, you might can get the ball out of his hand. Here come Najee with a hard dribble drive, kicks out to Brandon Ingram, and Brandon Ingram with his swivelness makes a nice, silky left-hand layup. So Austin Reeves will control the ball for the Lakers as he brings it over half court, and they swing it around to D'Lo. D'Lo is fouled? No, they don't give him the foul. What? Are you kidding me? D'Lo went up for a three. They didn't give him the foul. They call out of bounds. How was that a clean play? That's interesting right there. They won't show a replay of that either. Because I'm quite sure he got all risk. And the Lakers turned the ball over. Bad pass from Austin Reeves trying to feed the paint. And here come Brandon Ingram being harassed by Vanderbilt. And Brandon Ingram pulls up. Yes, money. It's a 14-point ball game. Anthony Davis at the top of the arc being guarded by Nance. He's getting blitzed by Herb, and Herb gets the steal. Herbs gets the steal, but Herbs gets injured on the play as D'Angelo petitioned the ref for a foul, but it looks like a collision, and Herb bumped his knee or something. So after a tremendous defensive play from Herb and a slight collision on his calf, so he grabs his calf, he grimaces. That's not good news for the New Orleans Pelicans. But Herb looks like he's going to stay in the game and lead the band as a 1970 R&B singer. Oh, they do give the foul to Herb. And D'Lo hits the free throw. So D'Lo solicited for a foul, and the referee agreed. And D'Lo hits both of them. So that was much needed scoring for the Lakers, although the clock stopped. Now it's back 4 minutes and 40 seconds. CJ with the ball. He drives, he looks, he shoots a three, and it's off the rim. Rebound Vanderbilt. He looks for a call, but no, the referee say play on. And he's looking for D'Lo. He gives it to him by the logo, and there's a foul or a timeout. It looks like a timeout was called by Darvin Ham. So at the Smoothie Center, the New Orleans Pelicans is trying to make a game out of this. Willie Green vociferously voices dissatisfaction on the demo that the Pelicans were showing their fan base. So they came out the tunnel at halftime with new reinvigorated energy to challenge the Lakers and to cut into that 40-point deficit. And most definitely, the New Orleans Pelicans have done that. And right now, it sits at a 15-point lead for the Lakers, 109-94, with 4 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. I remember when basketball used to, instead of saying quarters, it was periods. So now I guess they're catching up with football because, it was periods. I think hockey was the same way. Hockey was periods as well. So now they got it in quarters because it makes sense, right? Because out of 100, and if you have 4 different sections, 25, 25, 25, 25, that's a quarter, right? So 4 25s equals 100, and you have 4 quarters. No, I'm not a mathematician. I'm just using common sense. I know a lot of people leave the common out of sense. Anthony Alvarado is in the building. So the Pelicans in the fourth quarter have outscored the Lakers 19-11. So that's a +8 for them. As well, it's a +8 for them in the third quarter when they out. No, excuse me, it's a plus 12 in the third quarter where they outscored the Lakers 35-23. So you got a +8 and a +12. That's a 20-point increase, and that's why we're sitting at a 15-point lead right now.
It's crazy.
So I think Anthony Davis will probably play another minute, maybe a minute or maybe two. Probably leave out at the 2-minute mark because the New Orleans Pelicans have made a dent in that deficit, so they still qualify far as per possession to win this game. They still have enough possessions to win this game if everything goes into their favor. But boneheaded Ingram is going to send Anthony Davis to the line, and the Lakers will have action at capitalizing on these two stimmies without the clock moving. But the Lakers will prefer the clock to move. Ooh, Anthony Davis missed. So that's a good play by Brandon Ingram. So Anthony Davis need to make this one for sure. And he does. 110-94. Here come your New Orleans Pelicans. Herb Jones on the ball. He kicks it. Oh, it's a little confusion. The steal. Austin Reeves, he goes to the right. He gets fouled, and they call it. They call a foul on Austin Reeves as he made a tremendous defensive read, and he outsmarted C.J. McCullough and put himself in the passing lane, and he steals that ball. And now he's going to the line to shoot two as the Pelicans is putting themselves in a bonus early. They got 2 fouls to give before they end the bonus, and it's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Austin Reeves capitalized on that. So Austin Reeves hit his stimmy. Now he shoots 2 out of 2 here at the Smoothie King. And that's not the guy you want to foul in these type of situations. Herb Jones is on the ball, so it's point Herb. He gives it to CJ. CJ looks. He gives it to Brandon. Ingram looks over. He's being heavily guarded by Vanderbilt, and he moves and slices and dices, and Brandon Ingram scores that bucket. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Herb Jones kind of harassing D'Angelo, and he's done a good job on D. Russ so far. So he's hanging out at the logo. He makes his move. Anthony Davis with the pick. Double pick. Oh, another foul. Yes, I think there's another foul on Herb being too aggressive on D'Lo. And D'Lo being the veteran that he is, he suckered Herb Jones, the lead singer of the Herb Jones band, into a foul. And now D'Angelo Russell will go to the line to shoot two. And this is another terrific free throw shooter. And D'Angelo Russell. Flight, you there? So there's a timeout in the action, 113-96, and this one seemed like the butter is getting cold. And the Pelicans is running out of time to get back in this game. And Willie Green, the defensive-minded coach, probably told his team to be a little more physical in thinking that the Lakers were wear down. But to his shenanigans, it did not prove well. And the Lakers have a comfortable lead, a 17-point lead with less than 4 minutes to play. To be exact, 3 minutes and 29 seconds. So I would give it another 53 seconds, and the New Orleans Pelicans will not have enough possessions to win this game, being down 17. So the Lakers have to miss every shot, and they will have to miss their shot within a 9-second remaining mark on the 24-second shot clock. So basically, that's 15 seconds. So the Lakers have to go 15 seconds every possession and miss their shot in order for New Orleans to have enough possessions to win this game once it gets into the 3:03 mark. And right now, there's 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this one. The Pelicans have outscored the Lakers in the second half by a decent margin, and the Lakers have yet to reach the 20-point threshold in the fourth quarter as they sit on 16 points only, while the Pelicans have 23 points already. Well, Anthony Alvarado, it only appears that way due to the fact that the referees kind of manipulated the game a little bit more than expected, because the lead was so insurmountable. To keep the people interest, they had to put the Pelicans on the line to let them score while the clock was stopped in order for them to get back into the game. And then the Pelicans got a little confidence and start playing some really tenacious defense. And as the Lakers was relaxed and unfocused, the Pelicans came back a little bit. But Brandon Ingram fouled. There was a backdoor cut for Vanderbilt, and it's 2 minutes and 33 seconds left, so this one is basically over. There's not enough possessions in the shot clock for the Pelicans. Vanderbilt hits that first stimmy to drive it to a 16-point lead as he awaits his second attempt. So he's on the board. He makes both. Nice free throw form for Vanderbilt. I didn't know his form was that slick and silky. So he's another good three-point shooter for the, free throw shooter for the Lakers. Herb Jones missed a chippy. It's a 19-point lead, and this one is basically over. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go with 11 seconds on the shot clock. And the Lakers are playing some keep away. They playing Princeton basketball right now. Austin Reeves with a step back. Oh, my God. All panties, no draws from Austin Reeves as he put the dagger in the heart of the New Orleans Pelicans. So they fall to the Lakers because it's not enough possession for them to come back. And they're taking a lot of time off the shot clock. So nice dunk for Trey Murphy, the third, but they're trying to trap, but it looks like it's a little too late. Yeah, it's a little too late. Now they first forced the foul. And D'Lo with the ball, he does not really get ripped, but he will turn it over on a bad pass because that's something he's really not used to. And there's another foul for Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis drops to his knees. This is a sign that Anthony Davis wants out of this game. He's trying to signify to the coaching staff that I'm done. This game is over. Please put me on the bench. Oh, Nance hit him in the groin. Nance is out here wee checking. See, this is the type of dirty basketball they should look at that, because that's not a basketball play. They should definitely look at that, but I don't think they will. The referee will let that slide. Nance out here wee checking. Shame on you, Nance. This is not the time for that. Davis hit his stimmy as he still moan and groan from the results of having his phallus pecked. So the Lakers put in their reserves, and I believe once Anthony Davis hit this shot, LeBron James told them to foul immediately so Anthony Davis can get his fragile self to the bench. It's an 18-point lead. He can make it 19, and he does. Anthony Davis makes it 19 points. 121 to 102. Anthony Davis have definitely filled the box scores, but let's look at the Pelicans first. Troy Murphy III, 20 points. Brandon Ingram, 22, lead scorer for the Pelicans. Valanciunas, 10. Herb Jones with a mighty 20, but empty calories. CJ McCullough with a measly 13. So that's not one of CJ McCullough's best nights.
No, it's not. Is the game over there?
Yeah, you can go ahead and switch it. Because they down 19. There's a minute and 34 seconds left. Yeah. Troy Brown, 8 points. Vanderbilt, 4 points. Anthony Davis, 35-17, the player of the week. You heard it first here at Flight Sports TV. Anthony Davis, definitely the player of the week. And if he keeps this up, he will definitely be the West Coast player of the month.
No, that's fast.
Beasley put in 24 points. And D. Russ had a nice 17. So Anthony Davis is definitely the player of the game. 61% from the floor, 50% from three, 92% from the free throw line. So he have a tremendous split, but he doesn't get any blocks this game. And that is uncharacteristic of Anthony Davis' monstrous night. But he does cap off the night with 35 and 17. You can't ask for more than that. In a blowout.
I mean, hopefully we get a better game. I can't do no more doozies, But tonight you got the Knicks and the Blazers. The Blazers going up quick, very fast. I mean, obviously the New York Knicks, the kind of team that they are, they scratch and claw. So they always going to find some way back in the game. But they're only down by a little bit right now, New York Knicks standards. Let's see what they could do if they could somehow creep back in this game. One thing I will say as a Knicks for RJ Barrett all the way to the cup, one thing that I will say as a Knicks fan is that these guys, their offense is going to be a big problem for them in the playoffs. I'm not stupid enough to realize that their biggest problem will be their offense. That's going to be a problem for them. But we got Damian Lillard. He's moving the basketball to Anthony Simons. Damian Lillard got Quentin Grimes on him. You got a screen coming with Nurkic. Dame gives it to Nurk. Nurk all the way to the bucket and one. Uh-oh. I don't know what the Knicks doing tonight. Hopefully they don't blow this one because you got a game right now with Phoenix is real close. Like I said, I can't do no doozies. I can't do another doozy after what we just witnessed. I can't do it. That Pelicans Lakers game I thought was going to be a good one. But let's see what happens. Nurkic, he's averaging, 13 points this season, doing big things. Nurkic, he misses it. Rebounded by Julius Randle. Julius Randle coming down the court on the Portland Trailblazers. He guarded by Thibault. Thibault trying to stick with him. They got a double team ready for Julius. And I want to see how Julius managed through double teams because that's all he's going to see in the playoffs. So he better get used to it. I still see it. He look a little lost when the second defender's coming his way. Everything ain't going to be tailor-made for him. That's what he got to understand. Anthony Alvarado for even more bad news for the Pelicans. The Thunder have just beaten the Nets as the Thunder go on a game ahead for them for that 10th seed. Yeah, man, it's looking bad. Julius at the line right now. Josh Hart is coming in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Hart has returned to Portland. Josh Hart returns to Portland, ladies and gentlemen. tonight. He's making his friend, and he's hugging Chauncey Billups right now as we speak. I don't know what didn't work out, why Josh Hart couldn't stay there in Portland. He getting damn near a little ovation up there in the city of Portland. I don't know why they didn't let this man stick around there. He fits the culture. But I guess they said they had this rookie who needed some more time. I don't see it. But we appreciate you. We got off good. Cam Reddish is out there. I know he would love to go off against the Knicks. I don't believe in Reddish. We clearly got the better player in Josh Hart. Cam Reddish ain't nothing, man. I mean, Portland, they looking to get upside. They got all these players hoping they become stars. The Thibos of the world, the Cam Reddishes, they got to bet on upside. Hey, they get a guy with a lot of potential. Hopefully he fulfills it. That just won't happen. Cam Reddish did have potential coming out of college, 6'19". Remember, he played with RJ. He played with Zion. He was on that team. We can't forget about that. Cam Reddish crossing half court, met by Josh Hart. He gives it to Dame. Dame met by Q Grimes. You got Mitch helping out on Dame. Dame all the way to the cup. You ain't going over Mitch. Like, oh, Mitch, you ain't doing that over Mitch. You better stop that. Mitch done blocked him. You need to chill. 6'19". Hardenstein coming in the game. I don't know what was he thinking trying to shoot over Mitchell Robinson. What was his thoughts? Why would he think he was going to be successful there? That was idiotic. Cam Reddish out there. They moving the basketball. They give it to Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard trying to chuck up a three. He just trying to chuck. That's what I give Damian Lillard. All he do is chuck shots up all night long. Chuck, 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 chuck. That's crazy. Yep, Josh Hart is checked in the game. We're quickly. We all know quickly. The score is 6-19, but I'm not too concerned with the Knicks. I do believe they will figure a way to get back in this game through hella high water. Quentin Grimes for three, and he missed it. That, like I said, that's going to be a problem on their offense. They don't have a Damian Lillard. They don't have all these people who they could just give it to. Hey, man, get us to the promised land. So it is what it is. They're relying on guys like Josh Hart and players like that to step their offensive prowess up. Julius dribbling it. He gives it to Josh. Almost a near turnover right there. Julius Randle. I don't know. This ain't been the best road trip for Julius. This ain't been the best road trip, man. He got into something against the Clippers, tonight, starting off a little shaky. Yeah, got to step up. The last thing we want is Julius falling back before the playoffs. That was just horrendous. You got Emmanuel quickly with a big-time floater. 8-21. Portland. Portland is up. It's not too bad. They need to get a stop, though. You got Nurkic all the way to the cup over quickly. He had the mismatch. That's too much for him. You got quickly coming down the floor right now. He's shaking and baking. He give it to Julius. Julius to Josh Hart. He pump fakes Matisse Thybulle. Back to Julius. Julius is posting up thigh. We got a triple team coming on Julius. They got a triple team, y'all. They sending a triple team on. Things getting harder and harder for Julius Randle because we dang sure gonna look at the offense. Yeah, if you're a Knicks fan, man, the offense is gonna be the biggest problem and be the reason why they don't get to where they need to get to. Because the offense is a little shaky. As a Knicks fan, you got to acknowledge that. And it's not all their fault, but it's going to always be a problem for them. They're going to have scoring slumps where they don't score, they don't do this, they don't do that. It is what it is at the end of the day. I don't know no other way to slice it, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Julius Randle with a big free throw. You got McBride in the game, too, as well. Let's go, Julius. Julius been balling, man. Give Julius Randle some credit. Hopefully the Knicks will squeak back in. And they couldn't. 10-23. Portland. 13-point game for the New York Knicks. Cam Reddish all the way to the cup. Oh, he was blocked by Hardenstein. Crazy block. 13-point game in Portland. Quentin Grimes all the way to the cup. He couldn't give it to Julius. Cam Reddish, oh man, intercepted. Julius Randle all the way to the cup. Oh man, let's go, Josh Hart. 11-point game, 12-23. Portland, game is far from over. Oh man, they couldn't defend that 3-pointer. 12-26. Portland. Man, the Knicks acting like they don't know what to do with the damn ball, man. Shit is annoying. What's happening with the Knicks? Julius Randle to McBride. To Randle all the way to the cup like a man. Julius went all the way to the cup like a goddamn grown man. Give him credit. 14-26. Anthony Simons all the way to the cup. Now, timeout on the floor, y'all. Salute to all y'all in the chat. Peace and love to everybody. Crazy game going on right now. Let's see if they could sustain themselves. That's going to be the $1 million question, in my humble opinion. Can they sustain themselves? Let's take a look around the league. What we got going on here? We got a tie game up there now. Yeah, I think I might want to see something a little closer. I don't know what. Damn, that was low key what I was gonna do. Dex, you still there? Okay. Swap this out. We're in the middle of a commercial break too, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks act like they don't know what they're doing out there. It's a 12-point game. They need to step their game up, that's all. They'll be all right. The Suns game is very close against the Milwaukee Bucks. You got a 1-point game winding down in the first quarter. Let me know who y'all got in this game between the Portland Trailblazers and the New York Knicks. That's going to be a $1 million question. Let me know who y'all got. That's going to be an very intriguing matchup. We're in the middle of a commercial break, too. Randall has me intrigued. Man, Randall's good, man. Because sometimes Randall don't be knowing what he want to do. I mean, we can't, discredit his talent. I mean, he's a talented player. I mean, is anybody gonna fault the man's talent? I can't do it. But he definitely balling though. We gotta put that into consideration. They said the Knicks been doing well with offensive rebounding. They showed a major stat line. The Knicks and Blazers were some of the top offensive rebounding teams. I think a lot of that got to do with obviously my man Mitchell Robinson. I know people are not too familiar with Mitchell Robinson, but he's a serviceable big man in the NBA. That's what I want to let people know. Very serviceable. It's 14-28. The Blazers up 14 points on them right now. Major. We got a minute left, winding down on the clock. McBride all the way to the paint. He dumps it to Julius. Julius scores and one from Julius Randle. There you go. 16-28. Let's see what Julius Randle could do out here. This will be a major key for my man Julius. What's the deal, Zach Master?
Ain't a whole lot, man. I'm just tapping in to see what's going on.
I see you got a good game. You got a close game going on here.
Yeah,
I think the Knicks can come back and get in this now.
Chances are that they will. This Portland team is just not good, man. They'll hold a lead for 47 minutes and they'll blow it in the last minute, or they'll hold a lead for 3/4 and they'll blow it completely in the fourth. They're just incapable of maintaining leads. So, yeah, I wouldn't take this lead too seriously. I'm certainly not.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like I said, it's an 11-point game. I got Julius posting up. He can't convert. I mean, if the Knicks had any semblance of a better offense, I think they'd be a lot down. Knicks just turned it over.
What's good with Brunson? Is he still out?
Yeah, Brunson is out with the hand situation.
Okay. Is Dame playing tonight?
Yeah, Dame is playing. I don't know how his minutes going to be looking, but he's playing.
All right. Yeah, he sat out last game. I'm not sure why. They said his calf strain was, I guess, irritating him. I think they were just resting him. Honestly, I think it was just a rest move. We're done.
Yeah, well, right now the Knicks just cut it to 9 finally.
Yeah, I'm watching this. So I just wanted to ask you, Fly, what you think about these Kings, man? They done roared their way up to number 2.
I mean, the Kings been balling all season. I think that's something I think you would know. I was one of the first people who was on that, believe it or not, with the Kings. I had a feeling. I was like hypothesizing. This season, when it started, I wanted to act like almost like one of these beat writers. Like, pick a team and just start covering it. And that's what I was trying to do. You know, so I was trying to do that with that team. Like, I was like, I wanted to act like one of the beat writers and just pick them.
It's interesting to me because I've been following the guys at ESPN 1320 and SAC for a while now, and they're actually starting to become prominent out there. Deuce and Mo, they're getting featured on after game spots, and I can see D'Lo and KC making their way to a more prominent feature too. But I've been bragging about that team down in SAC as far as the ESPN team. Now they finally got a team that they can actually ride with. It's amazing. If you listen to them now versus a year ago, you wouldn't think it was the same program, Flight. You wouldn't think it was the same. A year ago, they were agonizing over their coach. They were agonizing over who was going to be the new head coach. They wanted they didn't want Mike Brown. They wanted someone else.
Mark Jackson was one of the guys that was petitioned for.
Yeah, Mark Jackson was petitioned for, but there was someone else. I can't recall exactly who it was, but somebody they really lusted after over Mike Brown. And when they got Mike Brown, I doubted. I thought Mike Brown would get him to respectability, but not this. This is contender level in one season. So hats off to Sacramento, my old town. Good to see Drew Eubanks out there. The analysis on Yusef Nurkic is in, man. Everybody in Portland wants his ass gone.
Yusef?
Yeah, it's in.
Wow.
His off on is so terrible. Eubanks is a number 2 option. He's not a starter. Nobody wants him to be a starter, but his on off court is so much better than Nurkic's. It ain't funny, man. He's just a better fit. And it is, I don't know, Nurkic's style of play, if it is at all modern or conducive to winning, he needs to find a team that plays big. But we're not a big team. We need to play small ball, and he gets in the way and slows things down.
I'm with you on that one.
What are you thinking about Josh Hart up in New York? How's he been doing?
I like what he's doing. I think he's going to play pivotal in the playoffs. I think he's a guy. I mean, he don't fix all the offensive problems, but I mean, I think he's going to be a two-way guy. He's not the offensive guy, but he can have stretches where he puts up big buckets. But I like what he's doing, what he's bringing. I think he's going to play pivotal because, I mean, obviously Jalen Brunson is in the mix of it,
Yeah, he's just an energy guy, man. I mean, it's all effort, low on skill, high on effort. And at times his basketball intelligence, which is, I put him at a B rate basketball intelligence, it'll come back to bite you sometimes. It will. But other times, most of the time, he's pretty positive. You'll just see him make some dumb plays. Sometimes that'll make you shake your head. That is for sure. But he was definitely a net positive for us. The only complaint we had about Josh Hart was his salary. He had to go because of his contract, and a little small to be guarding small forwards in the West.
You think so?
Yeah. He 6'5", guarding small forwards, and he's not a long wingspan player, so it's not like, I mean, you can compensate for it, but that's really guard height, guard length.
He's a guard, man.
Yeah, he's a two guard basically, without shooting. That's the other thing. He'll be wide open and won't shoot. Wide open, scared to shoot the ball.
You talking? This is for You talking about
Josh?
Hart? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you seen him, so you was with him so a lot. So I'm pretty sure you see his deficiencies and things that he could have worked on. I mean, I like Giannis. I mean, I like Josh Hart. He's doing well for us. That's all I can really say.
Like I said, he's going to be a plus for you, but there's going to be certain things that make you go, damn, wide open, dog, shoot the ball. Because he can. It ain't like he's a terrible shooter. It's just he's hesitant.
Yeah. No, he'll be all right, dog. He'll be straight.
Yeah, I think the comfort with Brunson.
Yeah, I think the Brunson dynamic changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
That just adds kind of like a different portfolio to everything.
Yep.
It definitely heightens up the workload. Your team is, I tell you what, your Blazers really need this game. So as much as the Knicks are playing well, that y'all really need this,
I don't know what we need, to be honest. I don't know if we need to win or if we need to lose right now. We're not going to win a damn thing playoff-wise, so we might as well go out. I just want to go out swinging, that's all. I don't think we're going to do anything one way or the other. So just work on improving throughout the rest of the season and going to the next season better. That's all you can do. We're, 13th in the West at this point, just above Houston and San Antonio? It's pathetic. Yeah. What's funny is always we're like 4 games out of 6.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the West is so tight, bro.
I'm about to put a picture out.
You could go on a streak and be in 6th place in no time. It's just we ain't the team to do that. We haven't had a win streak longer than 3 or 4 all season.
No, I'm with you. I mean, I got 2 TVs going on at one time. I'm be monitoring 2 games, at once. I'm still got my eyes on the Knicks game though. But I got the Knicks finding their way back. I want to get your thoughts around the league as well. We did have a beatdown on the Lakers real quick. But what do you think about the Lakers coming back and surging like this? I mean, they play off bound.
Yeah.
Laughing and joking is over.
They got that albatross off their neck, and it was only a question of when. It was only a matter of when. And once you get that huge contract off your neck, then you can go get some solid pieces. They are playing well, especially without LeBron James, but then adding LeBron James back into the mix complicates things in a certain way. And that may wind up being their undoing. To be frank with you, LeBron has to be the center of things. AD gets cheesed off when LeBron is the center of things. We've seen it.
Right.
The discord between them two is real. That being said, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue for them. And I could see them going 2nd round before they get eliminated.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah. Conference finals may be a little bit much to ask, but
depending on their matchup, I think they're going to get a favorable matchup.
Well, when the intensity ramps up and the games get closer, and see, that's when health comes into play too.
Right.
So we're going to see how those old hamstrings hold up and how Anthony Davis, injury prone self holds up. This is the knock on Anthony Davis, is that he wouldn't survive a whole season in the playoffs for a championship run. He has an opportunity to prove everybody wrong. Let's see if he can do it.
Do you think he can? It's gonna be awful tough.
I give him a 50% chance. 50-50, which is not as good as I would give everybody else. I would give Kawhi 80-20 at this point. He's been healthy most of the season.
What you think about the Phoenix Suns? You know, they looking like they kind of like falling apart without Kevin Durant.
Yeah, his health is going to be an issue. Hopefully, he gets past this ankle injury. But Kevin is 34 years old. He's starting to break down, man. I mean, that injury, you saw how it happened. Nobody touched him. He was doing a layup. He was in the layup lines. And I don't know about you, Flight, but I got terrible ankles. And I know I could do shit just like that, and my ankles would just buckle for no reason. And that's when you're at the beginning of the end.
Wow. Or you can't do nothing too crazy on your ankles, can you?
At this point, definitely not. Definitely not. But
the ankles start buckling.
Yeah, I mean, I was cool. I practiced karate for 9 years, and I started playing basketball when I was about 13 or 14 and ruining my ankles on the playgrounds. That's really how my ankles got jacked up. And then, just from there, everything else took care of itself in time. But, I think he's starting to break down, and his health is going to be a question. Steph Curry just turned 35. His health is going to be a question.
He 35?
Yep.
That motherfucker's getting old, aren't they?
Quick. Giannis is doing Giannis again to a high degree. I like what I see out of him, out of Embiid. Embiid looks like he's pissed off enough to actually win something. Let's hope that's true. I'd like to see Philly do well. But ultimately, I think Boston is still the sleeping dragon in the East. Even though they're having a tough time right now, they'll pull this shit together.
Yeah, Boston, I think who the hell they play tomorrow? I think they play Minnesota. That's going to be a tough. The West is definitely shaping up to get crazy. As you can see, you got teams holding on for dear life, and right. Phoenix is one of them, because the West is so close. The race is so tight. Who knows where everybody's going to be, when it's all said and done.
And the Pigeons, the poor Pigeons.
Oh, it's over.
Man, I almost feel as bad for them as I feel for myself. Almost.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Your team is just falling apart too out West. It's like they need this game. They can't afford to lose to the Knicks. Y'all 31-37.
Yeah, we're in it for moral victories at this point. It's all about moral victories at this point.
Y'all will have to close the season like on a winning streak. But the problem now, you got the Lakers on a winning streak. They turning out.
And we got a tough schedule up ahead. It's ugly. It's ugly.
So I remember you said something, or like maybe a few months ago, you said, I think it's time for Damian Lillard to go in the front office. You're not ready there yet? I mean, what you think?
I think it's time.
At the end of this one.
It's up to him. And I'm basing my feelings on how I think he's feeling. But he's still pretty defiant. I saw him talking to JJ Redick, and he still seems to be pretty defiant. But, he's human. And this season was such a ridiculous debacle, in my opinion. And Chauncey's got 3 more years on his contract, so he ain't going nowhere. Several things. If they luck up and get Wembanyama, great, he'll stay. If they get rid of Nurkic and get a good package for him and bring back some major talent, he'll stay. If they don't do those 2 things, he is for sure out of here. Yeah, and nobody would blame him.
Yeah, y'all need a lot to go in your favor,
Yeah. That's why losing might be the best thing for us at this point. Just go ahead with the tank. But
shout out on South, bro.
Homie got pride, and he don't want to let that go.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride in today's stars,
Yeah. I'll be right back though, Flight. I gotta run downstairs real quick.
All right, good. Okay. We have tuned in with the Zen Master. We vibing out. We got ourselves a great night of basketball. We surveying the landscape. We got Obviously, the Lakers, we had them against the Pels. We had a crazy game going on. The Knicks and the Blazers and the Suns Bucks are live right now. There's an amazing night of basketball going on. The scores for that game for the Knicks Blazers is 30-37, and right now against the Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks, the finals a rematch from a few seasons ago. The score is 39-26. So let's see what happens. Also, Phoenix, like we was just stating before, they need to close out strongly. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. Phoenix is definitely not looking like a championship team. I think everybody got to acknowledge that right now. As I'm looking at things right now, it's 41-28, but you did just get a big three right there. One thing about Phoenix is they shoot the basketball good. They're telling them to keep talking. So I think Milwaukee is running their mouth out there. Clearly, it's some bad blood here between this, and that was Wainwright who just hit a three. And then they got custom jersey. I like the city jerseys they got right now putting on for Phoenix. You know, in the law. So it's a lot. I want to know who the hell is out here talking. You know, they got him fired up like this. But it's good to see some competitive basketball nowadays, man, because you got so much kumbaya going on. I want to see a little bad blood, and we finally starting to see it. And that's good for the game of basketball. Bad blood. I love it. The score is a 10-point game, 41-31. Yep. Salute to everybody in the chat. Peace and love to everybody. Thank everybody for tuning in with Flight Sports TV. Make sure y'all pull up tomorrow. We're going to double back and do this all over again. We don't take days off, man. We really do this stuff for real. Salute to everybody, man. Every day, man. Stand the test of time. Appreciate everybody. A lot of big things coming on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the middle of a commercial break. Feel free to support Flight Sports TV and the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Super Chat. We got big things coming. Big things coming out y'all way. I'm telling you. And y'all going to be the first ones to witness it. It's going to happen right here with the panel unlocked so everybody can politic. And like I said, we're gonna do it together. We're going to celebrate together. When we get big things, we're going to break it down together, man. You already know what it is. A lot of things coming up. A lot of big things on the boxing side, too, as well. So much stuff. We're on the phone with a lot of powerful people. We trying to bring some of the. I'm telling. We're not trying to bring guys from your local gym, ladies and gentlemen. We bringing the heavy hitters, y'all, in the division. We don't get local motherfuckers from the park. You feel me? And put microphones. No, we're going to get the big fish, the big kahunas. You understand? That's what we're going to get. You know, and we definitely need the support from the people so we can get it done. But there's a lot of things popping on that side, like I said. And like we on the phone with a lot of powerful people and things is coming to Flight Sports. You know, also I'll be looking to advertise, do some advertisement as well. You know, so get with me on Instagram. If you want to speak to me directly on the advertisement scheme, I want to start doing some things for the people. Unless, like I said, we work together and we're gonna get this done. Anything I could do for you, I'm trying to do it. Holler at me in the DMs on Instagram if anybody's interested in any advertisement, promotion, anything. I'm here to do business. It's Flight Sports. We back with you. I got a 10-point game in Phoenix. I know the Zed Master is going to give you an update on the Blazer game, but we got a 12-point game. Brooke Lopez putting the hurting on him. It's 43-31. Let's see what Chris Paul could do. This is a finals rematch. No Kevin Durant. Let's see how they'll survive. DeAndre Ayton with a big free throw line jumper. It's 6:40 in the second quarter. Then you got Ingles for three for the Milwaukee Bucks, and they could not convert. Giannis Anteokounmpo right up. Big man. That's how you got to do out there, man. You got to get out there and start beasting. I love what I'm seeing, man. They beasting. Give them credit. Yeah. Oh, man, this dude DeAndre Ayton getting them back in the game. Back-to-back buckets from DeAndre Ayton. Let me know what games y'all watching tonight, y'all. Damn, we got a big mess right there.
I'm back
Oh,
with your
man.
flight. I'm just scraping this teriyaki up real quick.
Now you good. That should sound good, man. Some teriyaki chicken.
Hell yeah.
You straight? Ain't no rush. Yeah, crazy game going on right now. It's 47-35 on my end on the Phoenix side. I keep you up to date. I got Devin Booker guarded by Ingles, and I think the league is starting to catch up to Devin Booker. That's another thing I want to say. He looking for calls and shit. I mean, he's really not having a good stretch. A couple games. It's crazy because I just watched him on a Thursday or on the two. This happened to me when I was with the Blazers. Like when Carmelo came there, I was watching the Blazers more frequent, but then just watching them on a showcase night on a Saturday or Thursday or Monday. I'm watching every game, and I started realizing the idiotic shots that was getting put up. Like they chuck up a lot. Just when CJ was there.
Yeah.
Like they was taking turns, and they had Carmelo in the mix. It was like he was joining that party too.
Oh yeah.
I tell Carmelo got to get in the mix too. It's like he feel like he the third guy.
They thought they was the Splash Brothers for a second.
When Melo was there, he was like the third option. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, Melo was bombing on their ass.
He was knocking them down though.
That was one of my favorite years of Carmelo when he was with the Blazers.
I think he shot like 42% from three that last year.
I didn't even know yet this time, but I mean, Melo was wilding. I was a Blazer fan that year.
Yup. We had him for 2 seasons. I was sorry to see him go.
Yeah, you know why he left? Because of Chauncey.
I didn't know that.
They never reported that, but he should have stayed in Portland because it was the most stable for his career.
Yeah, but maybe he thought he can go to LA and get a chip with Braun real quick.
Yeah, I know, but then you leave that blanket. Dame had you. He gonna make sure you don't get screwed. You're gonna make sure this don't happen to you. LeBron is concerned with LeBron.
Exactly.
And you found that out firsthand. This is a business. LeBron treating this shit like business.
Mm-hmm.
and then he hasn't played ever since.
Anthony Davis found that out too.
Yeah, it's a shit business.
That's
He's a little bit more lenient with AD. That's
why he was mad when he broke that record though, because AD was in trade rumors.
Yeah, well,
he didn't like it.
Well, Carmelo was balling, and then I remember LeBron was saying good stuff about him, and then out of nowhere, he started struggling a little bit. LeBron gave him the cold shoulder, so he stopped dealing with them dudes.
He'll do that.
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
I mean, I guess you gotta be able to compartmentalize at some point when it's like, all right, well, this shit ain't working. That's my boy, but you have to go. I guess you got to be able to compartmentalize, and he's had problems with that too. That's why he went and got Russell Westbrook. Why he went and got some people that he shouldn't have went and got.
You know what they say. The great players are not the best GMs. Right. I think he fell victim to that, don't you think?
Absolutely. They don't understand average talent. That's the worst thing about a superstar. They don't understand average talent. They wind up pissing people off or pushing them too hard. It depends on your position. A GM is not in a position to be that way. Your peer, when Michael Jordan was your peer, he could be that way. He can't be that way now.
Somebody said, "Who the hell is this? Who the hell is Danny Manning?" I guess that's a troll.
Danny Manning. That's a basketball name, though. Sound like he played at the University of North Kentucky. Starting for the University of North Kentucky, Danny Manning.
Cheers.
Yeah. He said he never got injured. Who the hell is Danny Manning, son?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, that's a troll. That's probably
Somebody
some
new in the
Jehovah's
chat.
debater. Yeah, I think I know somebody who be on that.
I know this stream ain't really doing all that well for me tonight.
Yeah, what you mean, the live stream?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, it's not busting down a whole bunch. I mean, it's kind of like I said, there's only a couple of people on here, so I'll speak a little bit. Basically, it's still getting a lot of views because it's like a trick bag on what I'm doing things. I'll probably tell you that off air what I'm doing. But I right now is receiving a lot of we just have LeVar Ball on the channel,
Oh,
Yeah,
Clay, I was talking about.
that's gonna cause a lot of heat. A lot of motherfuckers ain't happy. You feel me? Niggas that talk to you on the phone, but like you just had the biggest interview. You feel me? Motherfuckers that act like that shit don't exist. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, so you got people. It's so much crazy shit about how I'm doing YouTube. I'm getting away from all of that. I like what I'm at right now on YouTube because I'm erasing all the fake people and I'm replenishing it with real people. So I really want everybody who don't like me, who's playing, just get the fuck out of here. And let me bring in the people that
Jesus, what did I walk into? Oh,
Beat
man.
it.
No, yeah, I mean I'm just speaking how I feel. It's like I just don't. I've been through so much on YouTube. I don't even trip, but I know that when we have high profile things, you got hatred, you got people huddled up and shit. You feel me? Oh man, don't do it.
What was that? Oh,
that was Ray Kingdom.
For the record, I was complaining about the NBA stream, not this stream.
Oh, okay.
I was mad because I lost the game. I definitely wasn't.
Fight was like, okay, here's my opportunity.
Yeah.
What's up, Ray?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
The homie.
Oh man, the beautiful Bucks versus this. What you call them? It's crazy.
Yeah, we got a lot of different games on.
Giannis is so humble, man. Good God. Like, I don't think there's a level of how humbleness a human being can be. Good God. Giannis is so humble. So that's what I said with Giannis, man. I don't care how many championships that man wins. I don't care how many playoff he wins. I swear to God, that man deserves every ounce of credibility, every ounce of respect, once again, this is the same guy that was a young whippersnapper when he was drafted, straight out of a whole different country. He really didn't know nobody, bro. Literally, this was the dude. There was reports that because he didn't know nobody, didn't trust nobody, he ran to practice every day. We're talking about the NBA. We ain't talking about high school. You ride your bike to practice. No. This dude was in the NBA running to practice every day. Come on now. And then he finally relaxed with his family. He had to get his family to pull over. And this dude was a skinny guy coming off the bench. He did a couple dunks. People kind of saw a little bit of potential. They're like, okay, and I don't know, some dude from Greece, some African kid. Man, look at him, man. Good God. Now he's a 6'11", multi-champion, strong, muscular, all that in a bag of chips, man. And that kind of sounded a little bit fruity, pause. But still, the man is doing his motherfucking thing. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck if he loses, wins. This dude is just a different human being, bro. Simple as that.
You talking about that's for Giannis, right?
Yeah, Giannis.
I'm with you with that. Giannis is definitely upping it. Bucks they in control. Shit, what's up with Boston? They out the number 1 seed.
Struggling.
Lost
to Houston.
I got something to talk about too.
What?
Ooh, where's all them damn Pelican fans? We used to.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I
swear to God, when this season started, the first 10, 12 games, this whole chat was filled with Pelican fans. Boy, I went to hide it, didn't y'all? Where you go?
They certainly are disappointed.
The whole chat was filled with Pelican fans. Oh, lead this, lead that. Where to go today?
Hold on, Ray. Zion hurt Ray.
I'm just saying, where did you? And it wasn't just, bro. Here's the thing, though. It wasn't just one person, right? Our luxurious, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Jessica. No. It wasn't just
you knew who I was
Sky.
imitating.
It wasn't just Sky. Not yeah, baby. Not just him. No. We're talking about the chat was flooded when the Pelican hype was there. They was talking they shit. People was backing it up. I swear to God, these people in the chat was, oh my God. Look
I was with it. I had them as sleepers.
The Pelicans are the champions.
I had them as sleepers, and they were looking like it until Zion got hurt.
Oh, man.
The problem is Zion gets hurt.
But my God, I mean, did you have to disappear like that? No.
You're right, but look at the Bulls.
I mean, good job, Zen. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You're still here. You know what I'm saying? You're man enough, but the rest of them, though. Where your people's at, Zen?
I go through. Man, I'm a Blazers fan. I'm used to losing.
Oh, I'm just saying, bro.
I've been in I've had a week-long basketball depression.
Listen, the Knicks we used to losing. Y'all have some playoff success. I mean, damn, you gotta take what you can get.
Where all the pigeons go? Did we not have enough bird seed?
I had a week-long basketball depression, Rave. I was down bad for about a week. I ain't gonna lie. Then a homie hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to go to a game this week?" I'm like, yeah, let's go to a game.
Flight Sports TV ran out of bird seed. They're probably Oh man, come on, y'all.
That Pigeons, boy.
Man. What happened, man?
I thought Brandon Ingram was supposed to be better than Jason Tatum.
What happened?
They lied.
Ooh-wee. That's the one that got me. Brandon Ingram is better than Jason Tatum. Okay. What's up with him?
Oh yeah, a lot of that happened too. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. A lot of. I mean, good God. I mean, I heard they said they so good that we don't need the starters. We don't need the starters. We got a bench. It's so deep they can take. We don't need a starters. We don't need starters.
You know what though? This just highlights how important guys like LeBron James, guys like Michael Jordan, Giannis, how important they are. Because these stars, if they're gone, their team is dog shit. I'm using LeBron James in his prime, not now, but in their prime, when these guys are gone, Zion Williamson, their team ain't the same. It ain't even close when they're gone. And the guys who are there consistently, that's why you got to give it up to guys like that. You know, they're there. They're not so fragile, and they are providing their team with wins.
And look at this. They lost to the Lakers.
Yeah, they did. The Lakers are a real basketball team now. They got that albatross off their neck, and they filled their roster.
I know. I'm just saying from the Pigeons' mouths, they did say we have the Lakers' numbers.
They thought they did.
That's what I heard.
They lied.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard.
We was all eating off the Lakers until they got rid of Russ. Everybody. It was fun. Let's just admit it. It was hella fun. Look, it's down to a 3-point lead already, Flight.
And that's for the Knicks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to get back in this game.
Yeah.
Because the Knicks play heavy defense. So I already know that they was going to find themselves back in it.
I'm getting what I want because I got Dame and Ann out there with, well, Sharp ain't on the court right now, but when he was, that's what I want. That's all. And Tybal, Watt, Trenton Watford's dope too.
I hope he'll make the playoffs.
I want a lottery chance at this point. Playoffs ain't going to do us no good.
They're at the half now. It's 55-49 at the half. Dame got 18 points.
I mean,
I think Dame need to up his assists too for a dude that got the ball in his hand so much. I think that's an improvement. That there's a lot of things that we talk about what they don't have. I think that you could do some things from within. What if Dame became a 10 assist guy?
A better point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that could be done. Y'all got more talent than y'all got more talent than Charlotte.
We got a lot of talent. It's just not well orchestrated, and we got an obstacle named Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah.
Y'all better.
Let me look at Damian Lillard's.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. The Blazers. Y'all better start doing a lot of losing.
He averages 7 assists this season.
Because here's my thing. You better do a lot of losing because in the Western Conference where the Blazers are, the Rockets are the 15th. It's 15th with 16.
I want to say something when you're done, Zan. Ray, go ahead.
I got you. Rockets, they only have 16 wins with 52 losses. Spurs with only 18 wins and 50 losses. Those two teams are below the Blazers. And if you go to the other conference, right, the conference is Pistons, 16 wins and 54 losses. Hornets, 22 wins and 49 losses. Magic with 28 wins and 41 losses. So, Blazers got a lot of losing to do. They got a lot of losing to do. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Flight.
I was going to say that Dame, he's averaging 7 assists, but the problem with the 7 assists is he's averaged 7 assists for the past 2 seasons. And he averaged 8 before that, and before that, everything was 6 and 5. But he's been averaging the same number of assists for the past 2 seasons, and this will be the 3rd. So I think that's an alarming for a guy who has the ball pretty much whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah,
I think that's something that he should have been doing. You got guys that he should have ran his assist numbers up to at least 10 at some point in his career.
He's 4th or 5th in usage rate in the NBA. 4th or 5th. I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure he's 4th or 5th.
Yeah, he's not just a point guard who got the ball. No, he got the ball whenever the hell he's controlling the rock. You know,
all the time.
Yeah, so I think that if Dame, that's just some things that I'm thinking of. Okay, you know, you might not get the big time name that you're thinking of, but there's some things that he can do to enhance what's going on. Like, do that, and I think that would help something. Like, for real, you know, that you could get these guys better. Like, empower these dudes. You know, you got this young kid Sharp. He's going to be somebody. You got to feed this guy. You can't shoot 40, 50 footers all night long.
I wish we'd have hired Mike Brown. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, well, nobody had thought Mike Brown was going to be like this. Otherwise, he would never been sitting on Golden State bench this long. Hey, them people coming on Steve Kerr bench. I mean, yeah, shit. You see, I'm telling you, they're going to be after that dude. What's that guy who shitted on Charlotte?
Kenny.
Yeah, but he's going to be highly coveted. He know his price going up. You know what he's doing. You know he knew he was going. He's going to get him a hell of a job. Watch.
I mean, though, a lot of credit in Sacramento got to go to Domantas Sabonis. It has to. He's their utility knife. He's their Jokic.
Yeah, I don't think people be catching what Flight be saying.
Huh?
Because Flight, you be slick and nobody be catching it. Flight be like, he know where he going. He know where he going. It's just the way you be saying some stuff. Like the way you be talking. What's his name? Marquise. You just be saying slick stuff.
I do. You gotta give me some examples.
You coming in so smooth, like actually, you're actually the worst.
Oh
yeah. Good. Never mind.
Nah, I probably hurt his feelings.
No, I think you're good.
Yeah.
His Lakers almost at 500. They're finally 34 and 35.
Let's go. The Lake Show. Yeah. Shout out Bears. The Lakers are making playoffs, just not catching 4th seed. There's not a lot of games left. How many games are left?
For them, 13 for the Lakers. 13 for just about everybody at this point. So we're in the home stretch. Definitely in the home stretch.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just lose. We're up to the 6 lottery chances right now. So I'll take my 10% chance.
I mean, the Bucks, they up by at the halftime, you know. They have a pretty good lead right now. Giannis with 20. Drew Holiday with 4, Book with 9, Von Carter with 3, Pat Connaughton with 5, Ingles with 3, Jay Crowder with 6, Bobby Portis with 7. Okay, then Suns, Ayton with 10, Booker with 10, Chris Paul 5, Craig with 6, Josh Kogi with 6, Payne with 2. Well, no freaking wonder why they up by this much, man. These Suns ain't scoring shit. Your highest scorer right now is they're tied, Ayton and Booker with 10. And that's not bad to have at halftime. It's just when you look at the rest of your team, I'm looking at it like after those 10s, I'm looking at 4, 2, 2, 5, 5, 6, 6. Like what? Of course you're losing. Like what? That's tough. And then KD, his little bitch out there. Oh. This nigga here, KD, boy.
His karma is bad, bro.
Boy. No, I know his karma is bad. He know
KD.
what it is. He know what time it is. That's what happens when you try to cheat your way to championships.
His karma
What you
is
get?
bad.
That's what you get. You gonna deride the Warriors, make yourself look good because you doing how good you are, and people are like, oh my God, KD, oh my God, he did his thing, and rightfully so he did, rightfully so. But he know good and well he had to be on that damn Warriors team in order to get that championship, though. And then he leaves and tries to show that he can do it, and boy did he fail, and he still try to stack the deck even then. He still went to the Brooklyn Nets, tried to get Kyrie Irving and chat. I know y'all remember that first season with the Brooklyn Nets with KD. They were getting everybody. They was making Aldridge come out of retirement when Aldridge had a heart problem. They tried to get blood problem, something, whatever it was. They tried to get Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, a whole bunch of guys. They was getting dudes. They was getting dudes that they're about to retire, but they were going to try it out for the whole season. They got James Harden and everybody. Did they not? Right? Am I wrong?
You was right, though. LaMarcus Aldridge had a problem with his heart
and
his whole
they
career.
did all that.
He didn't have one.
Just to end up finishing what seed did they finish? Like the 9th seed? 7th seed? Finished with a 7th seed and didn't even make it.
Horrible.
Then they did it again the next season. Oh my God! Wait till Ben Simmons come. Oh my God! He's going to increase their defense. He's going to. Oh my God! He's going to add another sizable guy. Oh my God! You'll see they are championship contenders.
Dustin Blake Griffin.
They're trash. Oh, and then look at and then KD goes to the Suns. Oh my God! The dynasty. Man, that nigga KD got trucked by air.
6 man took him out.
And then KD. Listen, John.
Straight up 6 man.
That nigga KD ran. He waited for his teammate on the layup line. Waited for his teammate to finish his layup. He goes in with a layup.
Got took out by the ghost of Kadeem Hardison.
He got out for the season.
He got took out by the ghost of Kadeem Hardison. That shit was so much.
Out for the season.
That's karma, man.
And wide open layup lines a warm up.
I don't even believe in karma, but if there was karma,
but y'all,
KD's getting it.
I swear to God, I remember it. But months ago, years ago, everybody was deriding this guy. I said, bro, KD is not who y'all think. Yes, KD has everything to be the best of the best. He has it. He has the mid-range, the three-point line, could dunk, play defense. I get it. Super tall. He's literally a 7-foot shooting guard. It's ridiculous. I get it. But dog,
fellas, I learned something yesterday.
You can't cheat.
I learned something yesterday that blew my mind about Jaylen Brown. First of all, I learned a few things about Jaylen Brown that blew my mind. Dude is super smart. I don't know if you know, he offered shit from NASA, got offered shit from MIT. He's super smart. Mm-hmm. But he is the worst defending two guard in the NBA.
Really?
Jaylen Brown.
Really?
That bad.
Even over
The worst.
you sure is it worse than DeMar DeRozan? I
As
don't
two
think nobody's
guards,
worse than DeMar DeRozan.
yeah. Starting two guards, he's absolutely the worst starting two guard defender in the NBA.
It's hard to be worse than DeMar DeRozan.
I thought DeMar played 3.
No, he's really a 2 guard. He only played 3 because Zach LaVine is at the 2.
Okay.
He really was a 2. Remember, in Toronto, he was a 2.
Jaylen Brown's nothing but points.
And people forget when DeMar DeRozan came in, he was actually a 2. So,
to me, he feels like a 3 though. 6'7", kind of longish.
6'7", good God.
Yeah.
6'7", longish.
Yeah.
You think DeMar DeRozan longish?
Not long, but longish.
Okay.
You know, he ain't Victor Wembanyama, but he ain't Patrick Beverly either.
No hating that. No hating that one.
I heard Pat Bev finally had a good game up in Chicago.
Yeah, you know them wide open threes starting to hit. That's all.
That boy, this will probably be his last season. I don't know what his contract looks like, but I think he's about done. Portland 55.
I don't know. I think I don't know actually because if Lonzo gets this third surgery, they may have to hold on to Beverly for a little bit.
This is the 4th surgery on
I hope that whatever happens, it is. I think it will be the 4th one, but I think this will be the 3rd
one. Whoa!
I think he counting the.
He's only on 2. He's only on 2.
No, this is 4.
Oh, wait a minute. This would be the third this season. You talking about the one? You talking about the surgery he did in his second year at the end of his rookie season?
This would be the 3rd in a year on this knee, but this knee was also operated on a 4th time.
And you talking about the surgery after his rookie year?
I'm not sure exactly when, but this would be the 4th operation on that knee.
I do remember it was a situation that he had a procedure. If I'm not mistaken. Something happened the end of his rookie season.
I know it's a 3. I know it's about to be 3.
As of right now, it's 2. But clearly something got to be done to get him back on the floor. So what I will say is I want to hope. I'll tell you what, man. My thought process may change. Not necessarily change on him, but like in terms of the optimistic level on his return. I need to see what happens with this next surgery. I want to believe that they're going in again.
For sure.
Right. I want to believe they get this. Right. I want to believe that this motherfucker get right. And we're going to do a Ball family stream coming up because there's a lot to touch on. There's a lot of LeVar slander coming out that I need to touch on. There's so much. So don't think that we just completely fell back from all of that. There's so much to talk about. We got Jello news coming up. There's a lot that we're going to discuss later this week.
So, Flight, I looked it up. The meniscus tear was in 2018. That was his first meniscus tear. That was in 2018 after his rookie season.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is the same injury.
No, I said that.
Yeah.
But did he have an operation? I know he got hurt. Was it an operation or they let it just heal straight up because it was a meniscus?
I don't remember it being an operation.
It eventually required surgery. Let me see if I can get to that story and see if he had surgery in 2018, 2019. After missing 32 games for LA, weighed his options. First, he got a plasmid shot, and then he underwent surgery, arthroscopic surgery.
Yeah. I do remember that because Lonzo was supposed to come back for that playoff run for the Lakers. So he didn't have the surgery. He ended up having the surgery at the offseason.
So this would be surgery number 4 on that knee.
Yeah, that would be, if I'm not mistaken. Because I do remember what you're talking about. And this rookie, yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I want to hope that this man gets back on the floor, after this next surgery. But if he have another surgery and, like I said, they still don't know what's going on, then I might be ready to have a conversation that a lot of people are having already. But I want to just cross my fingers and hope that we have something happens from this surge. That's where I'm at with it. But everybody else could be. I'm not telling nobody to be where they at with it. I'm just gonna hold out faith. That's what I'm gonna do.
My hope is that he can be treated with stem cell surgery or some type of 3D replacement, printed replacement.
Yeah. This is going to be a huge offseason, I'm telling you, for his sake. And I think the Bulls, you're going to know what the Bulls do. I don't think the Bulls have completely just went in and got themselves the new point guard, because Beverly is not the point guard, forever. He's a placeholder. He's the better placeholder out of everybody that they had, But he's not nobody that, if they draft a point guard, I'm talking about the South, if they trade for a point guard, I mean, these are things that you think, what's going on? I'm talking about a real point guard. Like if they go trade for, I'm trying to think of a name, just hypothetically speaking.
SGA.
Yeah, if they trade for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, then you're going to know they moving on from Lonzo Ball.
SGA would be a good face for Chicago.
That's going to be a lot. It's going to be pretty expensive. To get him. I don't think they got the capital.
Absolutely. You're probably right. Miami will probably scoop him up next year.
Yeah, Miami got Hero in them dudes. They're in position. I like Hero.
Nurkic is out here stinking to join up again. Dame just yelled at him a minute ago. Well, he ain't really yelled at him, but you could tell he wasn't happy. Now he's out there stinking it up again on a pick and roll because he can't do it. Getting stuffed by RJ Barrett and you're 7 foot fucking tall. Sick of this dude. Now he's shooting a 3. Brick. Now get this guy out of here, man. The Bosnian bust. That's who that is. Damn, Denver was right to choose Jokic.
Yeah, man. I do miss Lonzo, man. It feels like it's been years.
I've been watching his highlights, man. Dude was a monster. Absolute Lonzo.
You talking highlights of what year, though?
I've been watching the Chicago highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Especially those Chicago highlights. He was killing.
Oh, yeah, man. I swear to God, if I saw Luke in real life, I swear to God, I'll smack the fuck out of him, bro. Bro. This dude Luke did Lonzo so dirty, bro. It's this man was a young cat, full of energy, full of confidence, balling out. Even when he had his first very bad game, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna go out there and go back to doing me." And Luke Walton said, "You know what? I don't think so." Even when he did better, the very next game, he tortured his ass by fucking sitting him on the bench on fucking moments, and it was just like, it was so stupid. Every single fan saw it, bro. To this very fucking day, bro, it's this motherfucker, man. Oh, y'all don't understand, bro. Like people don't understand Lonzo's story. Like, this is a guy that was changing the way basketball was. And I'm going to tell you, because nobody was really throwing the full court passes. Nobody was. When he came in, he lit the summer league on fire. He had the whole gym packed. Lonzo had not only the gym packed. This is a summer league game. Who the fuck goes to a summer league game? He had it packed. They had a line. The thing, look, people had like literally invites to come in, and they couldn't go in because it was so packed. And I'm like, bro, this dude was really changing the way NBA was, bro. Soon as the ball came off the rim, the ball was flying in the air. That's what Lonzo was doing, bro. See, what y'all see now is, to me, is not even half of what he was doing. Yo, man, people gotta really look at Lonzo's summer league and a couple that first rookie year highlights, man. Oh my God, man. Oh, the dude was doing acrobatic layups with contact. Oh my dude, that's why he was called Apollo Zoe. Like, man, dude, if I could see Luke Walton right now, bro, I swear to God, I committed charge. I was beat the. Oh my God, Luke Walton, bro.
That shot was getting crispy. That's what it was impressing me, bro. The way he was knocking down threes. And they was frozen ropes every time, too. Frozen ropes. Boom. Crisp and clean. Damian Lillard out there shooting. Flight, I don't know if you watch New York and Portland, but they let Yusuf Nurkic have about 5 minutes to waste of this quarter. And it looks like Dame is he's done with that.
Oh, man, if anybody is sneaking and paying attention, because yes, flights, yes, because flight stuff been taken before and used in their news. I'm letting you know, if there's any connection to Luke Walton, just know Rave, just let him know Rave Kingdom wants to find Luke Walton on everything I love. I swear to God.
You know, he is the son of my city.
I go to jail. Me and Luke Walton needs a box.
He is the son of my town.
Dude.
So if I ever see him in the streets of Portland, I'll be sure to let him know.
All right, please. Anybody. If y'all see Luke Walton taking a bite of sandwich at the Philly cheesesteak stand, I swear to God.
His dad.
Let me know where the location, bro.
His dad be around. You see Bill from time to time. You hear about Bill. You see Bill from time to time, but I ain't never seen Luke, to be honest with you. Bill's active.
Hey, look, find Bill first. How about that? Ask Bill, where the fuck is your son?
Bill got every other,
his ass.
Bill got every other commercial on TV up here. He getting money.
God,
Trust, he's getting money. Good feet, Bill. Yep, my man is on it.
That's just a bill. $1 per bill.
He's loved up here, man. You bring the only championship to a franchise, I guess you would be.
That's facts. That's facts.
What you think about Mikal Bridges in Brooklyn, Rave? I think that's probably the story of the year, to be honest with you. This dude was a role player in Phoenix, and look at him now.
That's what I'm saying. He went from a good player that had a certain role on the Suns. Now he gets to spread his wings on the Nets. You know?
Yeah.
That's really how I see it. I when people say Mikal Bridges, I was like, bro, wasn't he like balling on the Suns?
He was. Mainly known for his defense.
You talk about a good player, but he knows. Look, we got DeAndre Ayton, we got Chris Paul, we got Booker. He knew what it was.
Yeah, he was fourth.
So when he went to the Nets, now I get to spread my wings. Hey, when he dropped that 40-50 piece, he said, no. That wasn't a coincidence. No.
Everybody
Let me show you something. I get to spread my wings now.
He had 34 tonight.
Is actually a threat now, man.
34 tonight.
Mikal Bridges is routine. Actual threat.
Yeah. That Villanova squad was no joke, man. Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, and Kevin Werder. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Werder was on that squad.
Mikal Bridges is actually the only player that's going to keep these Nets in some type of chance of doing anything, because the rest of the team can go.
Yeah. Nick
Claxton, that's pretty good. He got 12 rebounds. That's pretty good.
Kind of curious about their schedule since the transition, their record. So I'm gonna look at their schedule and see what I can figure out real quick.
Yeah, they got a record 39-30. They got not that bad of a record.
Yeah, but they was winning before the big change. Yeah. So when I look back now, I can see. Let me see. The last game with Irving was February 1, and that's when the switch happened. Cam Thomas had 44, 47, and 43 in 3 consecutive games, and then Bridges came. Saturday the 11th was when Bridges came. So 2 losses, a win, 4 losses, 3 wins, a loss, 2 wins. They've been about 500 since he got there. about that.
And remember, it takes a team. So
Yeah, they got to
even if,
gel.
even if Mikal Bridges does ball out, we need these other guys to ball out too.
They got to gel. And
Especially it
look at
being a
their
young team. So.
he's not. Oh, actually, shit. The highest paid player on the team is Ben Simmons.
No, it's been
So that
so,
sucks. Yeah, they're strapped with that until that's over.
That's
They're going to
tough.
be mediocre. Yeah,
That's tough. And he just sitting on the bench, just taking money, bro.
just
He did
stealing.
and the thing is, he did the same thing with the 76ers, bro.
Yeah.
And you would think, like, and the fact that he tried to play victim and people was like believing him. Like at first they was like, bro, come on, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Then he started playing victim with the 76ers. Oh my God, the organization, I gotta get out of here. They don't care about mental health and physical health. Nigga, the nigga went to the Nets and did the same thing. I'm like, bro, and people were trying to back him up when I said,
gave him
bro, this was a
time.
disappointment, bro.
I gave him time, but you can only give so much grace. I felt like he needed time to settle in Brooklyn, get an off season in Brooklyn, and then come back and let's see who you are.
Acting like a victim. He acted victim so much. He had what's that man name? He had no panic out here telling everybody, nah, hey man, nah. Wait, just give him a chance. Nah. Watch what he does. Man, he did the same thing he been doing with the 76ers. Sitting on the bench, taking everybody's money.
Either he has a back injury that affected his career seriously, which I don't know. Or he's the most mentally weak player in NBA history.
That's cap.
He's the most mentally weak player in history.
But that's cap because he sat out a year for the 76ers.
Yeah.
After he sat out,
because he was mad.
That's what. After he sat out, took a minute. He went to the Brooklyn Nets. Like, okay, here you are with the Nets. Time to get to work. He said, "Nah, man, I gotta." He said, "Nah, I gotta. I can't play because I gotta work on my mental health."
Don't skip over the injuries. First, there was the mental injury. Then there was apparently a physical injury. Now, I don't know much about the physical injury.
No, that was going to get to physical injury. That was after the mental health.
The mental injury is real.
His mental health was first.
Right. And that's where he failed, in my opinion.
Then he said his back.
There. Right.
He sat out first. That's what he did with the 76ers.
Yeah.
He said he was playing victim. He said he was the 76ers. It was their bad office, whatever you want to say. And there was poor stuff on Embiid and him. It was not fuck with each other no more. Okay, cool, whatever. Then he said, okay, well, my mental health isn't the greatest. Okay, 76ers. I mean, the Nets, Brooklyn Nets, get them. Oh, my mental health is not good. Oh, and then they said, okay, well, and the mental health, I'm thinking that lasted like some months, like a couple of months. I think it was like 5 months, some bullshit, some months. It was a couple months, it was some good months. So let's say several months. Okay, cool. Several months pass. Okay, your mental health ain't the best. Then we're like, okay, his return. He's gonna come back. Oh, I sustained a back injury, and he misses the rest of the season, bro, because he has a back injury. Like, okay, all right, no problem, bro. The next season comes, bro. He makes 2 fucking layups in the fucking preseason. Everybody act like this nigga is back. The nigga made 2 layups in the preseason. They act like, oh my God, he's back. Oh, he's back. Man, now that nigga is sitting on the bench, chilling. Taking a hiatus for mental health and physical health.
Knicks and the Blazers going back and forth.
Come on, bro. All you doing is sitting there finessing, taking money, getting paid, just sitting there to get paid. Well, what a drama.
At this point, I mean, a contract's a contract, and I don't, that's the NBA has to be smarter about contracts. They got to be smarter about contracts. This is the risk you take when you give too much money over too long a period of time. This collective bargaining offseason is going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of strife.
crazy.
A lot of it.
He gonna do that, and then I really did try to give him the benefit of the doubt too, because I was like, okay, because I've seen people not want to be in a certain organization anymore, and they took upon themselves to separate themselves and isolate themselves from the team. So I was like, okay, I understand. Okay, I got that. Even though I still see him being a little bit disappointing, but I'll let it go. I get it. Man, he is doing the exact same thing. I mean, verbatim, literally, significantly, whatever words you want to take out the dictionary. He's using the same shit he does what he did in the 76ers. Now he doing it on the Brooklyn Nets. Only thing he didn't do so far on the Brooklyn Nets that he did on the 76ers is so far he didn't complain about the office. That's it. Everything else he's doing exactly what he did on the 76ers. Not working on his game. All of a sudden he got some type of injury. Oh, all of a sudden he got some type of mental shit. Oh, all of a sudden he's not quite available to play because he has outside things going on.
He's mentally weak.
He can't play in the playoffs because he feels that his body and he's not ready to go out there yet. Here we go again. Hey, man. Oh, bro. And then when you do come back, when you did come back, it was the preseason, and everybody was going crazy. All you did was 2 freaking layups, man. And everybody acted like this dude was back.
Ben Simmons strikes me as somebody who has never worked hard a day in his life.
And he didn't work on his jump shot yet.
Everything's been handed to him, including his athleticism, everything. And so this is the result you get when somebody faces adversity and they've never had to work. This is what it looks like. They just lay down and die. They flop.
And this is why I say I will always respect Giannis more. Giannis, okay. Y'all want to talk about how he dunks, rebounds?
Oh, no, we got nothing but love for Giannis and respect for Giannis.
At least he's trying to shoot out there. I've seen Giannis. Giannis is working on his shot.
The only reason
he be knocking a couple of them down. Ben Simmons ain't trying at all.
The only reason we say that shit about Giannis is because you have to have a criticism. You have to have one. You gotta have something to say.
Yeah.
Right. But as far as basketball players, as far as I'm concerned, he's immaculate.
It's ridiculous, man.
Untouchable. There's a few players in the league that just they can do no wrong by me. No wrong. He's one of them.
For sure. I agree. He the only person in the NBA can celebrate a whole NBA championship at McDonald's and go get 100-piece chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who the fuck does that?
Pulled in the drive-thru. They was like,
this nigga.
This
nigga coming out here tipping the Chick-fil-A waiters $100
and pulled up in an expedition
and ordering 100 chicken sandwiches.
Pulled up in an expedition
and then recording himself talking about something. This is the best. This is how you do it.
I am just a guy from Greece who happens to play basketball.
Yo. This nigga ordering 100 chicken nuggets for his celebration of his ring.
He's got a whole different kind of cool that I think is contagious. And I saw the scuffle yesterday that he kind of started and then walked away from, though. He got his little shit. He does have his little shit with him. He started that little petty scuffle yesterday, and then he walked away from it.
Oh, come on now. I mean, you gotta give the people a show. You can't just, come on. I mean, they wiped out the team.
Trey Lyles wasn't having it, though.
I mean, the fans fell asleep, and he had to give the fans something to see.
I mean, you can blame Trey Lyles too, though. That's one of those things where you're. I think you
can't. Trey Lyles acted like a statue. He ran straight into him too.
Yeah, I think they was attracted to each other at that moment to the point where that confrontation was going to happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either one of them could have avoided that. Either one of them. Yeah. But they was attracted to each other because they wanted to smoke.
Yeah.
I think it was just happening.
Yep. And guess what Giannis does?
Walks away.
I'll pay for all of Brooke Lopez's.
He threw his hands
Giannis.
up and acted like he was innocent too.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit? Giannis got some shit with him, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He do. He got some shit with him.
He lifted up his head and with his mouth open, like, "Oh, what I do? What's going on?"
Me? Yeah. Oh, innocent.
Oh my God! Look at him. Why is he so mad at me?
De'Aaron Fox said, yeah, he could have just all Giannis had to do was take the ball out. That's all. He could have just walked it out.
Yeah.
The whole thing could have been avoided.
He literally when he went past the half court, he literally could just stop and just stand there and just let time go down. Probably even roll the ball on the ground, dude. The game was over.
Trolling him. Sacramento thinks they the shit right now. He wanted to send a message.
If I was the Kings, I'd be, man, look, man. If you let these Kings walk all over y'all,
They will.
the fact that y'all letting them do this, they have a given right to just talk shit and act like they're the gods. Because you have no business letting De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk damn near was about to be out this league damn near. And I'm just being extreme. Malik Monk was coming off the bench for people. You out here letting Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox run a mockery on y'all. Come on now.
Malik Monk, man.
You letting Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox run a mockery on y'all.
Went to LA.
And this is the same two guys that, remember, everybody was talking and said, hey, man, De'Aaron Fox and the Kings, they ain't really been winning. De'Aaron Fox is not really looking like a winner. Malik Monk was just on the bench. Malik Monk was on the bench for the Lakers, the bench for the Hornets. And y'all let them walk all over y'all. Man.
Hey, Malik Monk was the only Laker last season.
What does that tell y'all?
Malik Monk was the only Laker last season who helped his chances last year. He was the only one who had a good season as far as I was concerned. And
that is fine. But once again, you don't let no guy ride the bench on 2-3 different teams. And then come to a team that was considered losers at the bottom of the barrel every year.
Yeah.
And then just walk all over y'all.
Well, look at his pedigree, though,
goddamn self.
Look at his pedigree. That dude went to NC. He ain't no chump. He went to NC, though. I mean, some of these dudes they got the pedigree. They just ain't in the right situation.
You gotta
they think everybody wants Cam Reddish to flourish here in Portland.
Okay.
But that may or may not happen. A lot of people say Cam Reddish is a dude that could do right under the right circumstances.
Bro, the Kings always had pedigree. But that don't change history. They always been the bottom of the barrel. Remember,
I'm just saying Malik Monk.
I'm
just talking about Malik Monk.
Remember
Malik Monk in particular is not a bum. He came up from NC.
No, I know that. Yeah. I'm just saying, but the Kings always had they had some talent. Remember, they had Boogie Cousins.
Chris Webber.
That was nasty.
Pedro Stojakovic.
They had a couple people on the Kings back then.
Yeah.
And even till now, they got talent.
I happen to live in Sacramento.
The Kings got talent. They had talent.
When I lived in Sacramento, let me tell you how bad it was. It was the Tyreke Evans era.
Yeah, they had Tyreke Evans. Man, the dude was killing.
No.
I'm talking about himself.
Bro.
I ain't talking about the team.
I spent 5 years in Sacramento.
Tyreke Evans by himself was like that.
The only time I went to Arco Arena was to graduate from college. That's the only time I ever been to Arco Arena.
Facts,
I would not go to that
I'm spitting bars. Pedigrees don't change in history.
No. All I'm saying is that these dudes,
they always been the bottom of the barrel.
All I'm saying is not the Kings. Malik Monk is he's a Carolina product. He has the pedigree to be a good player in the right situation. He's not a huge gamble, is what I'm saying.
For sure.
Some guys like John Morant coming out of Murray State, That's a red flag.
No,
Why
but
the
what
hell
was
were
he
you at
doing?
Murray State?
Regardless of where he came from in history, where in the hell was Darren Fox? I mean, where in the hell was Malik Monk at? Everyone's bench player, everyone's role player.
Right.
So
He had to grow.
all I'm saying is everyone's bench player, everyone's role player comes on a team with guys was once considered losers, and they go out there and walk all over y'all and piss on y'all carpet.
Yeah, but
Y'all
he
should be
flourished.
ashamed of yourselves.
He flourished
Really
as a
should.
Laker before that, though. He flourished as a Laker. That's really what made Malik Monk was that year in LA. That's really what made him.
Warriors was the bottom feeders too. Yeah, I agree.
It was awful.
It was Anthony Alvarado.
Everybody loved Don Nelson though in them teams, but the Warriors was always expected to come up short. Not no more. The richest team in the NBA is the Golden State Warriors. Not the Lakers, no more. And not the Knicks anymore. So they're going nowhere. They'll retire Stephen Curry one day and they'll be moving right on.
Yeah, man, I don't know when Curry gonna retire. Bro, you know what?
Bro just turned 35.
I'm so glad you just brought up Curry, bro. Do you know how nasty the WNBA was going to be? Imagine Steph Curry's daughter and Kobe Bryant's daughter. Oh my God.
You know, that might be the only thing that saves the WNBA. Now that you say that, celebrity daughters.
People don't realize Kobe's daughter, Gigi, was modeling herself everything from him, and took the time out to literally watch every single NBA game, every WNBA game, and he took the time. She took the time out to literally study the game. All Kobe's helping her. Stephen Curry's daughter. Have you seen Stephen Curry's daughter now?
Yeah, Riley.
She ain't that little girl no more.
No, she's big.
She has gotten taller.
Just as pretty as she can older.
Be. Imagine we was going to have the new generation of the WNBA that was going to hold Stephen Curry's daughter and Kobe Bryant's daughter. God damn. Do you know how? Oh my! What?
Couldn't hurt.
Dude, does people not know like how crazy that was gonna be? Oh my God.
Yeah, that might be what saves the WNBA is having celebrity daughters.
Nasty. And especially and listen, especially when a child of a legend takes the time out to actually try their best to become a legend. When your son or daughter actually takes the time out, say, okay, let me learn everything from my pops. Let me learn everything from the history of the game, and let me go out there and put in the work. And the fact that Gigi, literally, if you look at her highlights, Gigi was shooting all over these girls. Gigi was literally running up and down the court, burning people on the fast break, and this is Kobe Bryant's daughter. And now Stephen Curry's daughter is growing tall already?
Hey, what about Shuri James? Maybe she'll play.
Oh, my God.
How old is Shuri James, and does she play basketball?
I might have to look that one up. I didn't look that one up yet.
Maybe Zaya Wade will step in and save the WNBA. Now, that would be some shit.
Maybe LeBron James' daughter.
What you think about Zaya playing in the W?
Oh, my dude. Stephen Curry's daughter at the point, Kobe Bryant daughter at the shooting guard, and LeBron James' daughter Zariah at the small forward. Oh,
and Dwayne Wade's daughter Zaya.
And Dwayne Wade's daughter, yes, at power forward. Oh my God. Oh my.
You know where the ball's going.
Yo,
Zaya.
Dude, we have Zaria. What's Steph Curry's daughter name? I forgot.
Man, if they start
regardless or stuff, I have something. Man,
let's have this conversation. If they start letting trans girls play in the WNBA,
Oh no, let's not talk about that. Good
what would that
God.
look
Dude.
like? And
Honestly,
would you watch?
I don't think it's gonna ever get that close, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think they already noticing that it's not working. Because I don't know if I'm sure you noticed, a lot of people that notice in chat. They did try to allow a couple, transgender
Boxers,
women to do the sports, and they dominated too much. I think
especially
at
in
one time, I
boxing.
think it was wrestling, and the transgender woman
Broke skull.
buried that girl.
Oh, there's been
Buried.
there's a boxer that's broken a few women's skulls.
So and that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's working.
But we talking about
So I
basketball
think
here.
they're gonna cut that off. Basketball too. Because think about it. Okay, here's my thing. High school, they might allow it. She's breaking the records, right?
We talking
Trans
real
women
life
killing those
Juwan a man,
females, right? Killing those females. But I think in college they go, okay, all right. You you looking like LeBron James killing these girls. I don't think they
Real life Juwan a man.
no. Let me tell you something. If they start allowing trans women in the NBA, I might put a wig on.
I want to see this as an experiment. I do. I want to see a trans woman play in the WNBA and see how it goes.
And next, let me tell you something, next. Everybody who wanted to be in the NBA might have a chance.
Stephon Marbury coming back from China.
Dude, I swear to God, if they allow transgender woman, boy, I'm putting on a wig. I'm supposed to be the nastiest.
Kent Bazemore can finally be an all-star. Coming out of retirement.
Oh, I swear to God. Oh, bro, I swear to God, boy.
Oh, man.
Just killing these. Dude, I'll be scoring 45 points a game. My stat line will be 45 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. Dude, what? Dude, who Dragon can play basketball again?
Oh, my God.
Flight could be our center, bro.
That would be the worst.
We all wear different color wigs.
Well, you know that they let me add some seriousness. They do require them to be on hormone therapy for a certain period of time, and therefore their testosterone levels are reduced and their estrogen levels are increased. So under those circumstances, Rave, I don't see a problem with it. Let the WNBA be a little more entertaining. Maybe we'll get some above the ring game.
Swear to God. Oh yeah, we get some above the ring games. We sure will.
It would be entertaining. Yeah, it would damn sure be entertaining.
My name won't be Rave no more. It'd be Rave Anina.
Oh my goodness. Y'all heard it.
Yo.
Y'all heard it.
I swear to God.
Damian Lillard be like, shit, y'all ain't gonna talk about me not having no chip. I'm going to the W.
Hey, and Lonzo Baby get healed again.
You put Damian Lillard in the WNBA.
Oh shit! God. Run again.
That would be like the Globetrotters versus the Generals every night. Every night. Every night.
I swear to God.
I'm going to a game on Sunday. I'm going to watch the Clippers play downtown here in Portland. So I'm looking forward to that, man. The last time I paid money to see Kawhi Leonard, he was load managing. That was the first game that he ever load managed in San Antonio while he was with San Antonio. And I'm already anxious about whether or not he's going to play because I don't know. I don't know if I should expect him to be there. But this might be my first time seeing Kawhi Leonard. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not certain.
So, okay.
Kawhi on Sunday. So I've seen Paul George before. Never seen Kawhi. I'm really hoping he plays.
Yeah, I hope always good enough to play because there's no need to get on that court and you're not good enough to play. just for you to get injured again.
Well, I wrote him off, man. The beginning of this season, I wrote him off, and I was wrong about that. And it is what it
I didn't
is.
write him off now. Damn,
I wrote him off.
Damn.
I figured after, like, damn, dude, it's nonstop with him. But when he plays, he's a motherfucker.
Yeah. Yep.
The Terminator.
Yep. He's on point. When Kawhi Leonard is on point, he's definitely a top 5, top 7 player in the NBA. Why? Because he gonna hit threes on you. You hit mid ranges on you. Probably even gonna dunk on you. So
fundamental defense.
And he gonna lock your shit up.
Yep.
It's tough. And while he locking you up, you're gonna be pissed off because the man got like a 7'8" wingspan.
Yep. And then he's gonna laugh at you like this.
And I'm a fun guy. And I'm a fun guy. And
his laugh sounds like it hurts.
Oh no! Hey, Giannis. I mean, hey, Kawhi Leonard. You know, you just won a championship. Tell everybody something they don't know. I think I like to play basketball, and I'm a fun guy. I can't really even see you right now.
Kawhi. when your lack of personality becomes your personality.
I really can't see you right now.
Hey man, look, nobody has it all. Dude is 6'8", 240 pounds worth of basketball. He just wasn't given a personality. That's all. He's got everything else in life but a personality. You can't have it all.
Yeah.
Can't have it all. Have you seen LeBron's feet? If you have, you know you can't have it all.
That's facts. That's facts.
That shit looks like. What did you do?
No wonder why. He sacrificed something. Why he's so damn good? He sacrificed something.
Mutant.
We're like, okay, what did he sacrifice? You see, his arms are still in place.
If I just cut off my right pinky, I think I can play 22.
He is a machine. He isn't got hurt. What did he sacrifice? Man, that man took off them shoes on that summer vacation. Boy.
Bruh.
Good God.
His pinky toe is pointing up.
Bro.
And
his pinky toe is at his ankle.
It's pointing up and in across the other toe.
Bruh. Come on now, Dex.
Poor Bron. Poor billionaire Bron. Hey, the Knicks have certainly put the kibosh on the Blazers again. It's 104-86. Mm-hmm. This is hard to watch. We got 3 more years on Chauncey Billups' contract, and everybody kind of regrets it now. And it's too early to buy him out. Between him and Nurkic, they're seen as the albatrosses on our franchise necks. And the current GM is the one who extended Nurkic, and the one who, he didn't hire Chauncey, so we can't blame him for that. But until at least 1 or 2 of those things changes, man, this shit right here, it's gonna be hard to watch. It really is. I'm tired of it, man. I can't argue with anybody anymore about these fucking Blazers. Have at them.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, man. I get it. I understand. I mean, you're a fan, man, and you want to see your team succeed. So I would totally understand that if they're not doing the greatest right now. I can understand your frustration. I'm sure you're very optimistic and hopeful that next year will do better, but I totally understand.
Nah, not really. Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
No.
Nope. And that's really because the West got so much better overnight. The West was cool for a second,
Bro.
and then they went and brought everybody ass over here.
Say that part again.
I said the West was cool for a second, then they went and brought
The
everybody
West
ass over
was
here.
cold, and while the pigeons was doing their thing, right? Okay.
Well, look, what I'm saying is that we got Kevin Durant in the conference now.
Mm-hmm.
Who else came at trade season into the Western Conference? Kyrie Irving came into the Western Conference with Luka now. So they got beefed up. OKC is getting better now, and you can expect Chet to come back next year, and they'll be better. All the teams around us are getting better in the Western Conference. Every last one of them. I don't think we are.
Hey, chat, I want to let y'all know it's been a beautiful night for Rave Kingdom. Rave Kingdom has to go, and I want you guys to also know if these trans women start playing the NBA, I swear to God, you will see me in a wig.
Look for that video on Black Basketball Channel was Ambassador tomorrow. Trans women in the WNBA.
I'm telling you.
You ain't gonna sleep good tonight. That shit's gonna haunt you.
Zen Master somehow is 20 years younger. He's on the court. He's on the court.
Busting niggas' asses with bad ankles.
It's killing people. He's in flight doing a flight doing a spin, contact dunks.
and be the first one out there talking about lower the rim.
Oh, you go what? Oh yeah, and they talk about lower the rim. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Lower the rim.
Oh what? I'm doing 360s up between the legs. I'm gonna get my contract.
You damn Skippy. All $214,000 worth.
Fully guaranteed. You feel me?
Man,
Bro,
they don't get paid nothing, but they don't make nothing. So I mean, it is what it is. You're a welfare league.
No. See, we see. Here's the thing. Once we go to the NBA, we're gonna be adding flair and energy to it.
Oh, true,
so everybody gonna be watching us just dunk on people.
Yeah,
they gonna have the money coming in, and I want every bit of it. I'm like, I'm gonna say when my pitch when I get I saved the WNBA. I want my money.
The only question is, do you have to be post-op?
Oh God! All right, you're getting too deep now. I better go to bed.
Yeah. You gotta stay. You gotta stay in the YouTube guidelines. You can't do that, please.
Zig get too deep, bro. That's enough.
How about those Knicks, Flight? We got the T-shirt toss on the Central East Side of Portland in the Rose Quarter right now. My old stomping grounds. I used to walk around the Rose Garden all the time during my lunch breaks, just for exercise.
Yeah, man. That shit don't make no sense with Zen.
They just, bro, this is Chauncey. I'm sorry. I can't do nothing but point the finger at Chauncey at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, you got a tie game, 97. This nigga Devin Booker went off.
Oh, D-Book went off? What he got?
He had 17 in the third quarter.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's 3-point game for Milwakee.
Yeah, 100-97.
Cheese eating, beer drinking cats. Brooke Lopez 8 for 12. Holiday 4 for 14. Carter 3 for 6. Connaughton 2 for 6. Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker 13 for 25, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Only a +2 in the box plus minus. Josh Okogie leading the Phoenix starters in +6. Landale off the bench leading Phoenix players box plus minus at +13. He's got 12 points to go with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. For the Bucks, Bobby Portis contributing off the bench. He's got 11, but his box plus minus is pretty bad, so it's not a good outing, at least defensively from Bobby. 4 rebounds, 11 points for him to go along with 1 steal. The Bucks are only shooting 29% from 3. Phoenix shooting 35%, and that's probably the only difference between these two teams right now is 3-point percentage. Actually, Milwaukee has shot 35 threes to Phoenix's 20, so that's also a big difference. Milwaukee is chucking 35 threes, and they've made 10. I got 110.96.
Same here,
New York got it wrapped again. You see who's not on the floor, Flight?
Yeah. What'd you say?
You see who's not out there?
Who?
Yusuf Nurkic.
I see that.
Let me see how many minutes he played tonight. Now, they're going to say minutes restriction because he's coming back from injury, but that's going to be an excuse. He's played 28 minutes tonight. The rest of the starters have all played at least 30. So he is definitely lacking starter minutes. He's got the second most attempts, or actually, no, I take that back. 5 for 11 for Nurkic tonight, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Hart drives to the basket, turns it over. Josh Hart's basketball IQ showing up again. Anthony can't convert on the other end. Quickly to Randall. Randall into the paint, out to Hart. Hart shoots the 3. Boing, boing. Rebounded by Trendon Watford, I believe. Watford to Eubanks to Dame. Dame shoots a 3. Brick City rebounded by Randall. No offensive game plan by the Trailblazers. Just throw it up. None. Quickly for 3. Can't convert. What was that?
What?
We got a stoppage of play for what looked like nothing. They must have called a foul on Hartenstein. Simon's bringing the ball up. Simon's pull up 3. Front rim. Bad body language, Anthony. This is his 3rd game back from injury. Anthony was off for about 2 weeks with a sprained ankle. 4 minutes left in this game. The Knicks well in control, up 14. Back to you, Flight.
No, man, I'm here with you, man. I wish the best on that game. The Bucks look like they want to pull away on this one, so it's crazy. How much minutes left on that game?
4 minutes and 19.
And who's winning?
The Knicks are up, of course.
By how much? 14.
14.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
So you want to call it quits?
I'm cool with it, man. I'm sit here and watch the rest of this game bleed out probably and call it a night myself. But yeah, we can call it.
All right, man. Peace and love to everybody, man. Salute, man. It's Flight Sports TV. Pull up tomorrow.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.